shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother. Don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother, no more slavery. Play it for me, baby.
This country starts early. It works hard. It stays focused. It keeps moving. It stands ready. And it carries the weight. Strong coffee for a strong nation.
This is all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. It's all they ever talk about. Politicians and the media, always pushing the things that separate us, things that make us different. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing. Fairly simple thing. Happens to work. Anything that's different about us, you know that's what they're pushing at you. Racial differences, religious, ethnic, national backgrounds, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do to keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Why do you think politics feels more like a team sport than democracy?
Because that's exactly what it became. George Washington warned people about this a long time ago. He called it the spirit of party, and he said once political parties took hold, they'd start serving themselves instead of the public. And that's exactly what happened. Loyalty goes to the machine, not the country. They protect the brand, protect the tribe, protect the donors, protect the power, and the public gets whatever's left after the fundraising and the damage control. That's the bargain now. You cheer for your colors, they keep the scoreboard lit, and everybody acts like the game's what matters. Washington understood that once parties get strong enough, they stop asking what's good for the people and start asking what's good for the party. And once that happens, democracy turns into maintenance. Maintain the power, maintain the loyalty, maintain the illusion.
Keep it home, baby.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Talking with Conspiracy. I still can't believe we're 3 weeks away from number 100, Jamie. 100 episodes.
It's been a minute.
That's crazy.
For the most part, we've been really consistent. You much more than I. A lot of things going on in my life. Man, I'm honored to be a part of it, man. Coming up on that hundo, baby. It's a big milestone.
We'll have to do a special one if we can. If the stars align, we'll have to do a special 100. Maybe hopefully we can get Brother Dave in here and maybe have some other special guests and stuff. It'd be fun.
That's the one you need Bryce Mitchell to come on.
Yeah, I tagged him on Twitter today. We'll see how I keep. I do it every once in a while. I'm tagging people, and I'm like, who do I want to tag? I'm gonna tag Bryce. I reached out to him a while back, but I never did get a hear of him. Oh, you're muted, Jamie. I think on your head. Oh, now you're muted on the screen. Technical funds. It's just working.
Jamie's
There we
having
go.
technical difficulties.
Oh, he had to lose him there for a second. Doggone it. What's up, Brother Willie, in the chat? Let's see. We got Carl in the chat. I know we got Angry Tigers Den will be here in just a little bit. No, sir. It says it's hooked to your headset, so that's good.
Did your headsets just die?
I think my head. Hey.
We don't have some kind of technical difficulty.
Motherfucking.
Oh, there it went.
You know, it's you. Is it working?
It came back when you said motherfucking.
The Tourette's worked.
Oh, that's beautiful, baby.
Shit out of it. You scared the hell out of that damn fucking headset. He's like, he knew he was about to go across the room, so he's like, "Oh, wait a minute."
I was going to get the PlayStation headset and throwing this one off the wall. That was the next step.
It knew it was coming. It said no.
And if Whitney were fast enough, she'd have got the camera turned around to see it happen. Good God. I lost my whole train of thought what I was trying to tell you.
But yeah, we'll have to have some special. We'll see if we can get some special guests and maybe get Bryce. I reached out to him.
Yeah, so I heard that.
I never heard back.
You told me you reached out to Bryce. AJ Cunningham and Bryce are thick as thieves. You know what I'm saying? And he's asked me 100 different times, "Hey man, let me know if you need me to do anything. What can I do for you, man?" AJ's such a good dude. I've been honored to build a friendship with that guy, and maybe I need to hit him up and be like, "Hey man, just ask Bryce to check out Ricky's podcast. Maybe he'll come on and have a conversation with us." But he's trying to run his own podcast, so. I don't know.
If he wants to, I mean, that'd be cool. And hell, if AJ wants to come on and just talk, that'd be cool.
Cross promotion.
Maybe he could come up on that 100 show there, have AJ come on, It'd be cool. Man, I got a picture with Danny Barlow and Greg Hardy at the fights. I look like a little kid between them two. It's so funny looking.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it was fun commentating with them. It was pretty fun at the fights and stuff a couple weeks ago, and looking on maybe pulling the robe out one more time, maybe a couple more times this year. I don't know. We'll see before I retire it and focus on my guys. Well, I can still do it, so it'd be.
It'd be fun.
Huge match in the area. Be fun though, for sure.
We definitely come see that. That's for sure.
Oh yeah,
we had to miss the last time. What did we miss that for? We missed for some reason.
Yeah, Michael was even there. Y'all, your best buddy Michael was there. Your neighbor. But you weren't there, James. Damn it. Y'all had some other event y'all had to be at, I think, if I remember right.
Who's Michael?
Hooker.
Oh, Mike, no, yeah, we were, yeah. I'm like, I don't know Michael, man. Now, you said Mike Hooker, yeah. No, we were at the SCFC fight down in South Haven.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
What's up, Kirkland Supremacy? What's up?
He's funny. I passed him going to work the other day, and he was cooking down summer and passed me turning up into the hood over there. I sent him a text. I'm like, I know where you're headed.
Yeah, that day that I almost got shot over in Memphis. Hell, I texted him. I was like, "Hey, where are you at?" He said, "I'm." He had come in on the other side of the crime scene stuff where I was just at, and almost got shot. He
Yeah,
said,
it's a
"Yeah,
great place to
we
hang
see we
out.
got it on camera. We got it on camera. We got this happen." And I'm like, "Yeah, if you look in the camera, you'll see my truck right there too." He just got quiet. I was like, "Yep, that was me."
So let me tell you a story.
Oh, here we
And
go.
this project that I started doing about 18 months ago, 2 summers ago, um, I saw this person that looked like she was about to fall out, and I always have a case of water in my vehicle, right? So I ain't gonna give a homeless person money, but I give you some water, I give you some food. So I pull over, I give this chick some water. She's like, "Hey, I'm super hot, I'm exhausted. Can you give me a ride?" I'm like, "Where are you going to?" She's like, "Just a couple streets down." So I'm like, "All right, I'll hook you up." Give her a ride, go a couple of streets down, and chick gets out at a very obvious dope house. So over the next summer, I started passing out bottles of water to all the crackheads and paying attention to them where they're going and shit, and started mapping out houses all through the Binghamton neighborhood. So I created my little list of 10 to 12 properties that I was pretty sure that narcotics were being transferred in and out of, and dropped them off to the good old Crime Stoppers lab number. And then when the crime task force came in town, I text that list to a couple dudes that are in with those guys. I will tell you that two of those homes are boarded up right now. And me and Whitney, when we're coming home from work, sometimes I'm like, "Hey, let's take a ride through the hood real quick and just go see." Man, dude. So what I'm hoping for is that I'm going to get to cash a check here in the next 6 months when they finally prosecute these people.
I won't ever forget the first time you took me through said neighborhood and by said houses. That was intense to say the least. And now you drive by there and it's night and day different. It's so crazy. So
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it's crazy. Memphis is crazy because you drive through and it's like super nice, clean neighborhoods, cut lawns. Watch out, Shadow. And then you turn around and just hell,
Right.
absolutely pure D hell. It's crazy, but there's some sort of sit down, Shadow. Do something. There you go. Have you speaking of this crazy stuff or whatever? I know we got on the docket we have tonight. I don't know if you heard that these all these pastors are being called, have a meeting about the future alien stuff going on, disclosure. The
So what I'm
government,
hearing, Ricky, is that they have evidence of all these dudes doing some really fuck shit. And what they're going to do is they're going to get them all in the room and say, "Hey, you're going to go tell your people to believe in ET." Is that what I'm hearing?
could be, that could be it too.
I don't know,
Um,
man.
I got
um,
some interesting videos for that. We got the governor race in California. That absolutely shit show they got going out there is pretty funny.
Whitney has just turned me on to the Pratt videos.
Spencer Pratt for mayor of LA has to be one of the best things I have witnessed in a very long time in this country.
It is good.
And I can only hope that the support that he has online translates to the polls next month because he has some momentum behind him. And I cannot wait to see him sit down with Nick Shirley and have a conversation with him after what he has uncovered in California. That's going to be a good one. So
I just want to see the debate.
Spencer Pratt will mop the floor with the other candidates. Mark my words.
Oh yeah, the governor race was pretty. I didn't watch the whole thing, of course. I'm not watching that whole damn thing, but I watched the clips from it, and it's pretty pretty hilarious. And they all like, of course, all the Democrats are on there want to blame Trump for everything. I'm like, this stuff has been going on for years. Gas prices were $2 higher than everybody else. Cost of living's higher than anywhere else. You know, Trump has done a lot of bad things, but California is not one of them. California politicians has put California where they are right now. And I forget what the name of that one candidate. He was calling them out and stuff, but it's pretty funny. I got a few clips from it. Got a few clips here and there, all kinds of random stuff. Shadow, I had to reach my mouse. This crazy cat. She get on my other leg. Get on my other leg. Get over here where. Because I'm right-handed and I can't get a keyboard where my left hand would be. All right, here we go. This crazy cat. But yeah, it's some fun stuff for sure. Yeah, I don't know on the preachers, alien disclosure, bringing them in. That's kind of weird. I'm still shooting for July 4th. You know, for showing off some fireworks. That's my date. I'm locking in on.
That'll be fun. Where are we doing that at?
July 4th.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have to do something. I'm gonna try to get everything I got going on over here and get my place ready to maybe have some people over here at my house this year. Working on my tiny house, and if I can get the bathroom going.
Heck yeah, man.
I got the bathroom remodeled and gutted. Now I'm back to the rebuild section now. So
Jamie is going to be down and out for July 4th. I was down and out last year for July 4th. Yeah. Jamie's going to be down and out this year. He has some news.
Got an update on my surgery. So we're doing the hip replacement on June 16 in 5 short weeks. So, yeah, we're going to be crippled for a minute.
Or more crippled. Yeah.
No, I think I'm going to come out of this little less crippled here.
Well, I mean, I was saying for a little bit, you'll be more for a little while, but yeah, and it's all said and done, you'll be better than ever.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be in good shape, man.
That's good. Just do what they need you to do. Do your exercises and all the other little BS.
Yeah, she could just go ahead and stow that noise. Have you
What's up, Jess? Appreciate you being here.
I know this isn't on the agenda, but I've seen this a couple times online, and I just want to read this to you before. I mean, let me show this to you. You got to see this, bro.
All right. Yeah, I got some other random stuff on here too, of course, as always.
That's the right video. Yeah, that's the right video.
Yeah, I wish we had Professor Dave.
Here we go.
I need Professor Dave.
You know what? That could mean life in prison. And cases like this can depend on the testimony of the child accuser.
In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect with some detail the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury, even if it is the only testimony that is available.
Jackson gave a wave when he was released after booking. He's scheduled for arraignment in January.
Michael's been a long-time resident of Trump Tower, and last night the Donald strongly reiterated his defense of Jackson with Larry King by going after the accuser's mother.
She's had plenty of experience at going after people, and she goes after them viciously and violently, and I saw a story and I read another story about some of the things she's done, and I don't believe it.
But you know what it's like when an indictment comes down.
It's tough.
It's presumption.
It's tough. It's tough to win, but I have a feeling he's going to win, Larry. The interesting thing is I've known Michael from many different standpoints, and Michael would spend a lot of time with my kids. I have beautiful kids, and at the time, like at Mar-a-Lago, and even in Trump Tower, the kids were very young. Michael would come, play with the kids. He just loved children. He was not a child molester, and I am certain of that. He loved children. He'd play with my son Eric and my son Donald. and he'd just play with them forever. He loved children, but he was not a child molester. And, that whole final saga of Neverland and the police and what they did was, I think, a very, very bad part of Michael's life.
But the post from Jack Posobiec earlier, that's where I saw this video at. But he's like, don't you get it yet? But yeah, man, this little feud between these guys apparently has been going on a whole long time.
Mm-hmm. Brother Dave's Waffle House in the house, lurking in the background. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, I seen that video. I might have saved it too. I don't know.
You probably did.
I bet I did. I did see that one. I did see that one earlier. Interesting to see some of it. Some of the stuff going on and everything else. Of course, we got on another random thing before we jump right into. We got another. Where is it? Where's it at? Another deadly virus in the.
I saw that.
Oh no, not a deadly virus here. The hantavirus. But I did. Oh, and I know where I put it at. I'm like, why did I do that? But old X-Files episode. I'll play that real quick. Was talking about the damn hantavirus. Oops, which one is it? Second one? Nope, that one. All right. I got two of the same folder pulled up because I was trying to. There we go. Little volume.
They want to discredit you for what?
Because I'm a dangerous man, because I know too much about the truth.
Now that end of the world apocalyptic garbage, you write?
You know my work? I was right about Dallas, wasn't I?
How were you right?
Are you familiar with the hantavirus, Agent Mulder?
It was a deadly virus spread by field mice in the southwestern United States several years ago.
According to the newspaper, FEMA was called out to manage an outbreak of the hantavirus. Are you familiar with what the Federal Emergency Management Agency's real power is? FEMA allows the White House to suspend constitutional government upon declaration of a national emergency. Think about that. What is an agency with such broad sweeping power doing managing a small viral outbreak in suburban Texas?
You're saying it wasn't such a small outbreak?
No. I'm saying it wasn't the hantavirus.
Well, what was it? What was it?
When we were young men in the military, your father and I were recruited for a project. They told us it was biological warfare, a virus.
What killed those men?
What killed them, I won't even write about. We have no context for what killed those men, or any appreciation of the scale at which it'll be unleashed in the future.
A plague?
A plague to end all plagues, Agent Mulder. A silent weapon for a quiet war. The systematic release of an indiscriminate organism for which the men who will bring it on still have no cure. They've been working on this for 50 years. While the rest of the world have been fighting crooks and commies, these men have been secretly negotiating a planned Armageddon.
Negotiating with whom?
I think you know. The timetable has been set. It'll happen on a holiday when people are away from their homes. The president will declare a state of emergency, at which time all government, all federal agencies will come under the power of the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, the secret government.
Dun dun dun.
Well, they're known to tell the truth in cinema.
It's interesting that the name throws me off there. Like, we're as random as that could be. All of a sudden, that's the name that was on there. It's kind of interesting there to me, And of course, they're like, oh my God, there's 3 people, got sick, and so we gotta throw We got to have it on the news and put shock and scare and fear in people, like for 3 people sick. Is this Resident Evil? Are we it's the T virus?
Almost, bro. Almost. I think that I think a virus is definitely the easiest way. I mean, look what they did with COVID, bro. I mean,
Oh yeah.
they and like when you go to a virus, one, it's going to have an immediate effect because it's going to kill the elderly and the vulnerable of the population. Okay, so the people that are the sickest are going to get eliminated immediately, right? Just like with COVID. Um, but then you'll have the mass hysteria, because they've used the race card to ignite people. They've tried to use the financial card with, the we are 99, you know, um, and these different Occupy movements and stuff. What they did now is they go, well, let's work on the people that have what's that disease? When you worry about getting sick all the time, hypochondriacs. You know what I mean?
I think, what was that show, Utopia?
Yeah.
Have you seen Utopia, Ricky?
Been a long time.
Or they put the virus out there and then the cure, and
I
very
said like
closely
James.
resembled some things that we've been through in the past, and it a little unnerving watching that now after the fact. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
now when things like this come up, I think about that show and how far it goes, and how we kind of got lucky last time, and maybe next time we won't get as lucky, and it will go that far.
Like I said, we like Jamie was just saying, it kind of shows on cinema certain plans, some certain evil entities, and a lot of it's like 20 years, 15 years in the past, whatever. Like, if you go back 20 years, or it didn't even take that long. A lot of it, especially at 9/11, there was a lot of shows on that talking about how they're going to do it, and so it you could see so much of that over and over again. It keeps just, well, it worked the last time, so we're going to do it again. It worked the last time, we're going to do it again. They've done it with the propaganda of getting to wars. They got the propaganda for, keeping people popular or whatever. They just keep on running the same game plan over and over and over.
That's what they do. Bro, I firmly believe that the whole LGBT movement right now is, and it's sad because wait a minute, hang on, that's not a fair assessment. I'm not going to lump gay America in with this other movement, okay? Because people that are gay, and more power to them. But people that go down this road of transgenderism and have this mental hypersex euphoria, whatever the hell it is that they do. Okay, I believe that those people are easily weaponized because you play on their already fucked up state of mind along with whatever medication that they're on, and you can control these people and go get them to act out. You know, when you look at these shooters that we've had over the last quite a few years now, we've moved way past the Columbine and trench coat kids. Now it's the purple hair mafia man murking motherfuckers because mommy didn't treat them right, and there's something odd here, you know.
Yeah, there's some programming, and you see, and some of it, I don't know, some of the stuff going on, some of it's some of the shootings and stuff, I don't know. Some of it seems very suspicious, false flagish, uh, you know, very well could be, especially ones they put out in the media, the ones that they don't really put very whole bunch of emphasis into, then, yeah, it's part of the brainwashing, and they're pushing people's narrative, this person is this, then they're evil, no matter
Right.
what. And that's not a very good. No matter which side you're on, that's not a good mindset to be in. The left is super. All the left is super evil. Not all the left is super evil. The extremists on both sides are the ones that make everybody else look bad. The small number, and we got social media to actually be able to push these small-minded narrative. And now we see, with the was it the SLCU, whatever the hell it is? They were
Southern
paying
Poverty
people. They were paying
Law
people
Center.
to do it. So it shows that, of course, there was a lot of us were right about that. That they're pushing that narrative to divide the country. And
well,
just like
I think
like the intro
I
said.
think it's people that know they can make money off of it, Ricky. If you can stoke up fear. Listen, the whole Black Lives Matter movement was one of the biggest frauds and scams in our country. Okay, this idea that we're gonna save people's lives because a couple cops did some dumb fuck shit. People found out a way to manipulate that system. And what they did is they capitalized on the emotions of people, and they understood that they could fundraise and profit off of it. Politicians do it, governments do it. You control the emotions of the population, and you can create a fucking army that will kill itself. Like, yeah, man, they have weaponized the human mind because everybody gets so fucking stuck in social media. Yeah, that's just my
And they don't even know. It's just because they get trigger words and stuff now. And truly, it's on both sides. I'm not just calling out one side or not. But it's both sides. There's trigger words that both of them, and they're just like, I was like, do you? And then you talk to people. Do you know what that means? No. I don't even know what they're saying, even it freaking means and stuff. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. What's up? Let me shout out the chat real quick. We got it going on.
Yeah,
We got
man.
Nostradamus, and we got LJ in the house. We got Matt Sal. The Simpsons could be telling us. What's up, Monique? Appreciate y'all being here. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. Yeah, I don't know. It's now we got the alien stuff. We got these pushing this narrative.
Yeah.
I like the chat said the other day is like, since the government telling it's real, I don't want to believe it anymore. And it's like, yeah, Tim. I was about to say, I almost forgot what his name is. Yeah, Tim Dillon. I was about to say something else, and I knew I was wrong, but yeah, let me play this.
There will be no unifying moment where everyone, that doesn't happen. That's out of a movie. If they stage a fake alien invasion, it's to put everyone, it's martial law, and they know everyone's not going to get unified. So if there is a fake alien invasion, it is probably what Stephen Greer said, where they're just trying to, everybody's going to fall in line quick. But make no mistake, that invasion will not be believable. It will be like watching a bad school play. It will be a horror. And you will watch it and go, I don't believe any of this. I think it's fake. And you'll look at your wife and go, I think it's fake, but they're probably going to put us in camp soon. That's what your wife will say. She'll be smoking a butt because everyone's smoking now. And she'll look at you and go, this is probably fake. And you'll go, yup. And you'll go, but I think they're going to put us in camp soon. I think that's what this is. Because it's going to look like the shitty opening ceremony of the Olympics. That's what it's going to look. If they do a fake alien invasion, it's going to be like Cirque du Soleil because it's going to be so over the top and ridiculous. And just know that if you're watching it, I'll be watching it with you. I'll be watching it from my home. You'll be watching it from yours. Just know that we'll be in camps. Maybe I wouldn't have been in a camp, but I opened my fat mouth and insulted everyone in this fucking administration. But so now I'll be in a camp now too. So just know that we're all going to be in camps if there's a fake alien. If there's no unifying moment, and no one believes that there will be. And no, you're not even going to believe the event that puts you in the camp. You will not even believe it. It's going to be so bad. It's going to be B-movie level horror. It's going to be so bad that you're going to go, oh, this is kind of bullshit, huh? This is kind of bullshit.
Didn't Alex Jones call this a couple years ago that they were going to do that alien invasion?
He's called a bunch of stuff, you know. Have you seen, speaking of Alex Jones, have you seen the InfoWars spoof videos now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not very good. They're trying too hard. They're trying way too damn hard to. What's up, Bad Nurse? Yeah, okay, Kirtland. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the follow on the Twitter or X. Appreciate you. Yeah. I kind of agree with him. You know, we're talking about, like Reagan was talking about, he was going to take an outside event to, bring everybody together, but that might have would have happened 20, 30 years ago. I think that they'd done it in the 90s. They could have pulled it off. You
think
like
everybody's just going to be like, nah?
Because like 9/11, they, it after 9/11, they did was a good pulling together of people for a moment. Everybody was pretty well together, and then they're like, well, we can't have that kind of crap, and then boom, I think there was some kind of race crap happening right afterwards. Oh, wait a minute, we gotta keep you divided. Everybody's coming together on this one cause. So, what's up, Indy? Appreciate it. Yeah, blue beam incoming, and I do believe that. I do believe it might not be blue beam to perfection, but it's going to be a adjustment. All right, Blake, I'll check it out as soon as I can. And yeah, it's I have a feeling what it's about. Yeah, the day after 9/11 was different, and we did forget. It's one of them things, and we as a nation did come together for a moment, and a lot of the nations around the world was kind of on our side, but that went away very, very, very fast. It's crazy. But alien disclosure is so close now that the pastors are meeting, like we said at the beginning, pastors are meeting with government officials to tell their flocks of what they need to understand what's going to happen, to help them prepare of what's going to happen.
I had a friend that sent me a text message. I was in a meeting, a weekend meeting, preaching Friday, Saturday, and Sunday morning. And he said, Perry, can you give me a call? I have some information that has come to my attention. Of course, when a friend of yours does that you know quite well, you have no idea what information they're talking about. And I'm not going to go into great detail, but there were a large number of pastors that had been invited to go to a certain state to hear some men in the United States government and others share with them a concern that they had. And this particular man, and I'll not name him, and then we may end up doing some teachings with him or having an event at his church. He has a great church. But he said, Perry, what they're about to release, from what we're hearing, there's going to be a release concerning aliens and concerning unidentified flying object spacecraft, that some of the people who were in the meeting were telling us as pastors, you need to prepare your people and you need to get ready to answer them for what you're about to hear being released. And some of it has to do with crafts that have been discovered that are not allegedly a part of our planet, and the materials they're made of are not a part of our planet. Very strange reptilian-looking creatures and other things that almost sound like something out of a sci-fi movie or an Orson Welles book.
What's up,
Orson
Angry Tigers
Welles.
Den and Knights of the Storm? Appreciate the raid. I know y'all coming from the same place, but I appreciate the raid, the double raid. Looking forward to the chat growing and the discussion. What do you think on that, Jamie?
There's so much information out there that tells you that, hey, maybe things didn't quite play out like our history books have told us, right? Now, whether it's just completely wrong or the aliens are completely real and have been in charge of this shit the whole time, like, you know, there are so many podcasters and so much. First of all, before the podcasters, let's just go back to pure video. We saw video when we were kids. We were exposed to it at 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, where the news is like, hey, UFO scene. And then as we get into our 20s, now the internet is a thing. And now we're seeing UFO videos pretty regularly. Now Twitter's a thing. Social media is a thing. Everybody's got a cell phone and a fucking camera in their hand. So now every day you can get online and see a new UFO video captured somewhere around the world. So are they going to shock anybody with this revelation? Probably not. You know, I think you've got so many people that are so self-centered into their posh life that it's not even a consideration for them, you know. It's worried about what they can buy, what they can have. Oh, aliens are real. That don't change anything. I think the people that it would affect most, if the alien thing is real and their belief system in religion and history suddenly is crushed, right? I think those are the people that will burn down your house. You know, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I can see. I've heard a lot of people talk about that, and the possibility, and maybe that's some of what the preachers are getting ready. I got some other clips and stuff to share, of course, and that that turn around and have, the aliens wrote the Bible, and they're the ones that created us, and all this stuff, and turn around and actually having that narrative, and to have them kind of these aliens, quotation marks over here, whatever, whatever they put in front of us. I said, I still don't think it's going to be truly, I think it's still going to be a false flag or whatever the hell. Or maybe, maybe they're going to finally pop out, and decide, okay, we can just have everybody out here hanging out. We've all these clips of everybody we've seen for over the years, and these celebrities and all these absolute weirdos from
the weirdos.
The Holly weirds.
The Holly weirds, bro. Did you see the Met Gala?
I've seen a couple of clips like
what
that
the
one
fuck
woman.
Are these retards doing?
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games is a very.
They're getting ready just for the Hunger Games. What was that one woman? It's like she had a dollar taped over her eyes, and she's like, "I'm protesting for the rich people," and she's like, she paid $100,000 to be at this event. So I forgot how much her dress was or whatever, and she's worth $12 million. How can these multi-millionaire pieces of shit absolutely can
The
turn
most
around and protest
hypocritical
about?
statement I've seen. Like, I saw that the other day and was like, what? Protesting the 1%. Bitch, you are the 1%. Like, what?
It makes no sense. Like you see all these super celebrities, you know, like AOC is doing it too, running around, and they riding around in a freaking private jet, and and all this crap to turn around and tell us all the rich people are evil. Well, you're telling are you looking in the mirror while you say this, or what are you doing here? Because you're not middle class, you're not even upper middle class, or you
One
are.
of the better things I saw on the internet today, contractors getting ready for the Met Gala. Did y'all see that?
No.
Like guys walked out with garbage bags on and their tools like strapped to their bodies, their rakes and stuff. And we're walking the runway and it had me rolling. It was pretty stinking funny. You should go find that video. Contractors getting ready for the Met Gala.
Nice.
Nice. And that looked about the same.
I did see the dude that checked all the boxes over there. They're trying to make a big deal out of. He was transgender. He had pals. He's supposed to be like a runway model or something. A wheelchair. I don't know.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's black. He checked every box. He was a fucking whatever. He hit every box that she could get a hold of to try to say, "Hey, look at me."
He said, "Hey, look at me."
Crazy.
Sorry, I lost it.
It's all right. I got another video with Tim Dillon while you cough and choke over there. I said, and for the new listeners or anybody, the ones that's been on,
Oh, here we go. Gotta put the disclaimer out there.
Just because if I show a video of somebody, don't mean I like them. Somebody just putting that out there. I don't like everybody. I don't agree with everybody. We're not doctors or lawyers or that either.
The big one would be this, what Werner von Braun warned about on his deathbed. He said, would they or we? He said, we are going to hoax an alien attack on the planet. It's all a lie, but it will trick and fool almost everyone. In a minute, they could stage this and it would fool. Well, head. I mean, look at what they've been doing for decades, fooling everyone. Everyone's saying, oh, those are alien events. And, our military guys chasing these objects thinks those are military, right? But they're not. I mean, or alien. They're military. They want to unite the world around a military junta, a totalitarian system. And how do you do that? How do you get one race or one ethnicity or one nation?
But listen, get him out of here. Whatever. Maybe he's telling the truth. By the way, anyone who thinks that this planet would be united by some alien invasion is insane. Maybe 50 years ago. Anybody who thinks that this planet's going to come together just because we have some common galactic enemy is nuts. This country won't even come together, by the way.
But it would be like the Independence Day movie. We would. Yeah.
You think so?
No, I don't think so. I kind of agree with on that one. There's going to be one group of people with their head in the sand that don't even, like you said earlier, all they're worried about is, buying a new iPhone 1705 and the Gucci purse for the dude to walk down the street with the Gucci purse and all that crap. And so they're not even going to be in the realm of even think about it. Their brain don't even process any kind of real reality. They're going to be ones like us that, paying attention to the stuff that's not, but it's going to be the minority. It's, I don't know. It's, unless they do start, rounding people up and making, but that comment that Tim Dillon said earlier and kind of, or was it Tim Dillon was, saying that around the time of, a holiday, I kind of pushed together back my July 4th doomsday.
The doomsday.
But I mean, it could. I just say, like I said, I don't think they could push that false flag for sure coming up. I mean, and use this narrative they're pushing out there, and it's been a slow grow. If you think about it, just think about this. Several years ago, they started coming out with the TikTok videos. They started doing the hearings. Before that, they had the Pope come out and say, it's okay to believe in the alien life, and it won't affect your belief in God and in Jesus. And so the Pope, and get the Pope on board. So it's been this slow, kind of slow. The last few years has really kind of ramped up. Steady progression of, all right, this is what's coming. This is what's coming down the line, and it's ain't looking good or whatever they pull out their ass on this.
Yeah, we're not going to have another kumbaya September 11. Yeah.
I'm still planning on doing that. We'll have another special. Damn it, F them. If we can, if we can do it. Here's another one of the videos about the preachers and
handful of pastors are invited to come to a private meeting with a group of men who are connected with the intelligence world that are believers, but are still have very high security clearance. These are legit, true men of God that are still connected to Washington and even this current administration and all branches of military. And they literally told us, we had a sitting congressman, a very well-known congressman from Missouri. He called into that meeting as well. That was just for pastors. And this is what he said. On speakerphone, this sitting powerful member of Congress said, "Are the pastors listening to me?" I'm getting chills right now because this happened to me. He said, "Are the pastors in the room listening to me?" And I said, "Yes, sir, we are here." And he said, "Listen to me. Go and tell the church they are not ready for what is coming. The narrative that is coming, what they are going to say is going to be like nothing you can even imagine. They are preparing to tell us that they are from another dimension, that they are our creator, and that these beings, these aliens, or whatever you want to call them, they were the ones that seeded us here. There is no such thing as God. Jesus was invented by them. The Bible was invented by them." And begin to just say, listen, prepare the people for what is coming because they're not ready. But he loved us so much. He made sure that he told us exactly the blueprint to study. He said, study the days of Noah. And if you can understand how Noah responded, that's how you're going to have to respond. And I believe what God is doing in the body of Christ right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's a 41-minute video. I ain't playing 41-minute video.
Right.
But it is another one. Alan Didio. I'll play for a couple seconds of it.
Joseph Z and myself were lured
Full of pastors and invited to come to a private meeting
into a meeting at an undisclosed location where we were forced to turn our phones on airplane mode and hear from those who are working within the intelligence agencies and investigating them what's going down. I'm going to be sharing little pieces of that, not everything, but little pieces of that. Me and Joseph Z are going to come together later and do more. And Obama, Trump, the Secretary of War have all come out and made some statements about disclosure concerning UAPs and UFOs. In addition to that, a famous billionaire who works in the aerospace industry has said that aliens are currently among us. I wonder what you think in the comments. I'm going to be showing you the video of him saying that. Plus, AI has...
I will pass on that video there. Here's Cash. Like, so they get all of the politicians and everything running around.
Have you watched Age of Disclosure?
I haven't seen it.
Okay, you're busy. You have a full-time job. I'm more and more convinced that probably, and my faith tells me, we have universes within universes. There's no limit to God's imagination. So the idea that there would be life on other planets that may be visited here, that would not at all shock or surprise me. Have you ever looked into it?
We're looking at it. Here's the thing. Again,
okay, I want all the details.
Here's the thing. Every other president before President Trump could have said, hey, let's look at that and get the American people the information. What did he do? He stood up an interagency process with Department of War leading that effort to get out the documentation related to everything that you're talking about, not just from the FBI, from the IC and everywhere else. And so what do? We already delivered our first tranche of information to that committee, and they're going to be publicly releasing this information very soon. We are all for it. There's nothing in this subject that we're talking about that we don't want released. Our job at the FBI is to work with the White House and DOW, give them the information, and then they're going to put that out in a methodical process. And you're going to start seeing those releases literally happening in the very near future. We just met on it.
Do you think we've ever recovered alien forms?
I don't have any information on that specific.
So, Donald Trump is kind of verbose. He talks a lot.
I'm going to let you tell him that.
I tell him anything I want. I have no hesitation. But he clams up on this issue, and I don't know why. Because I've never been interested in it. I'm like, I want you to get interested in it.
Well, it's just another example of President Trump listens to what the American public has an interest in.
Yeah.
He's got a job that's 1 billion times more busy than mine. I'm just focused on law enforcement, national security, and crushing violent crime. Yeah. He's got to do 1 million different things at once, and he still has the time to say, stand up an organization. The American public wants the documents. We've already delivered the documents. They're coming out.
Would it be like the Epstein list and redacted to hell?
Well, yeah. You seen the meme where it's just the white page with the black blot?
Exactly. Here you go. You got it.
Everything you asked for right here.
Yeah, Nostradamus, never believe anything you read and only half what you see. Absolutely. Especially right now with AI and stuff. Hell, I only believe about a quarter what you see nowadays.
Right.
Question everything.
You gotta definitely dig into it a little bit deeper. Just like we
Have you watched
the day after?
Sorry, we talked last week about the shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and there were already AI videos within 2 hours of that event. Of those videos being released, the AI videos were dropping everywhere. Yeah, they're everywhere, bro.
And they were using AI videos on the news and everything else, and
Ricky Pike, what do you think the odds are that AI was used in the September 11th tragedy?
It's a possibility. I think it is a possibility on that. I think we've talked about it before. I remember watching, I think it was Loose Change documentary way back in the day, and one of the theories that I always was kind of bucked on a little bit was like hologram. The hologram theory that they hologrammed a missile, made it look like an airplane, or it was a different airplane made it look. But now with some of our drone technology and stuff we have, what they can do, what they're letting us see, and we know for a fact all the technology is always 20, 30 years behind,
right?
If not more. Then that it just kind of gives credence to what they were saying. Is like that puts it into a possibility. Thinking in the mind frame of what could be possibly happening in 2001 with the computers we had and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, man, there's no way. But now, like I wasn't thinking big enough. Right. I wasn't thinking about technology being so far behind and technology and what they had laying around. And
you think it's just laying around?
Well, yeah, just in a room.
Just in a room,
just, just pick it up. Hey, what is this? Blast a hole in the wall. No big deal. I do think, like, a lot of our ancient artifacts are kind of like in Indiana Jones, and I think they're all stored in boxes.
I
in a
don't
big old
disagree with
warehouse.
that.
I do think that now. Here's one of the. Let me play one of the preachers here. Listen to this, man.
Actually look more human with reptilian skin, but humanoid. They're hybrids. They mixed it in a lab. Come on now. Okay, so it's not from another planet. And they don't even look like you think they look. So who's in charge of that? So this is the things that I've never talked about before. I probably never will again, but thank you for coming. But this is the thing that we're dealing with. We're dealing with the book of Revelation. These things are going to come out of the earth. They didn't come on spaceships. These are interdimensional beings. And those who have enough sodium pentothal in their system, when I ask them, will tell me the truth, no matter what agency they work for. They will tell me the truth, and that is they're interdimensional. They're not coming from far away. They're coming from below your house. And they're waiting for a certain time to come up on the earth. And God's not letting them be exposed yet.
Yeah.
I wonder what the.
Doesn't Scientology tell us that they come out of the volcanoes?
I don't know. Have you seen speaking of Scientology, have you seen them videos of raiding them damn places?
No.
Oh, you hadn't seen that? Oh, neither one of y'all hadn't seen it. Oh, all right. Squirrel moment of the day. Squirrel moment of the day. I actually have. It better still be here. The latest one is great. Here it is. They use dwarves to raid it. They're going around and it's a TikTok challenge, and these kids are just running in here, blowing horns and raising hell and just running through
I think maybe actually I've heard of this. Yeah.
This is great.
Today, me and my friends are raiding the church of Scientology. Get it! Go! No, let's go! MVVVV! Let's go! Woo! Where's Dino? Jesus is king, baby! Oh, go! Let's find Dino! They go in the building? Oh, go! I'm gonna find out where you guys live, and I'm gonna go to your house. Today?
I love it. I'm gonna find out where you guys live. I'm gonna go to your house. I'm a fan of that person.
Yeah, that's yeah, we're back to here at this point.
Like,
what
what
the
the
that?
fuck, man? Like, if you ran up at my place of business like that.
I mean, it is kind of crazy. Like, it's just insane what they're doing. I think this is the same video I put. Oh no, that ain't the same video. But yeah, I mean, it is insane that they're just running in this thing. They've done it a few times. They just run through, and then another time they come through, they got air horns and shit, just running through the church and whatever. Like, they're not even trying to sneak in and see, figure out if they find something bad or whatever. They're just freaking just giving them hell, It's just, I don't know. This is the best chat, Nostradamus. We have the best chat around for sure. One of the best. Where's Dave when we need him? Where's Samuel? The best chat. All chats are no comparisons to this chat. Let me play this last video here.
I want to address this video that's going around of me in regards to the meeting of pastors that gathered to discuss the upcoming so-called UFO disclosure. In this video, I stated that a congressman from Missouri had called in to speak to the pastors. And of course, it's being revealed now that that is Congressman Eric Burleson. And he did call in, but he called in to encourage us and to thank us pastors for the work that we're doing, and that we are, speaking the truth to our people and pointing them to Jesus and not get distracted of things in the world. In that moment, I began to state things that I have always said. That is my opinion, and my opinion is, and that's exactly all it is my opinion, that when this disclosure comes out, that it will be spun, that it is that the aliens have always been here, that they seeded us, that they created the first religion, and all of that. I should have stopped and paused and said, and this part is my opinion. In the heat of that, I didn't. I led with saying that they had called the pastors, and I went straight into my opinion. So I want to make it very clear that Eric Burleson did not say those words. Those were my words. And I want to own it, and I want to apologize directly to Congressman Eric Burleson for any problems that this has caused you, any confusion, and to any of the viewers that have seen this video clip. So I wanted to state the facts and make it very, very clear what actually.
Like, do you think the preachers and the religious base after, man, look, like Ricky, when religion of today has become overwhelmingly run by a bunch of pimps and hustlers, okay? I almost think that organized religion, when you look at it, just take Memphis, man. You hear about all these preachers caught up with these other wives, and there's shootings going on between them, and and this is the person you're going to bring to tell me the aliens are real. Like,
I mean, I see what you're saying, especially
you know what I mean,
especially big churches and stuff and everything.
And some of the big churches have the biggest scandals in them. Like everybody behind the scenes knows what the fuck is going on, even though it ain't made the news yet, even though somebody ain't been arrested or gone to jail, gone to rehab, whatever the fuck it is. The people within that congregation know what's going on. And now, preacher, Ricky Pike is going to stand up here and tell me, oh, well, your version of God may not be real because guess what? The alien gene is real. And if you've got blue eyes, your grandpappy somewhere along the way got banged by a green thing. Okay, like now I got blue eyes and an alien grandpa somewhere.
Moving on up, hell, explains a few things. Really, kind of.
I'm just mad that I'm just mad I didn't get the predator invincibility gene. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Some of it, it's interesting to see that they're doing what they're doing. They're actually reaching out to these preachers and stuff. And I imagine just monster churches of what they're doing. It's not little small churches, right. And I kind of have a, some of the churches kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. It really does. Like some of them, especially ones like you go over there. Hey, I've heard so many do this nowadays, like especially these monster churches, and they'll turn around. Like if you go to a little church or whatever, man, they just welcome you. Say, hey, I want to join your church. Cool. We'll bring you in front of everybody and say, hey, like Jamie Grant's a member of our church now. Y'all come shake his hand. But you go to these monster churches, you gotta go like, well, we're gonna have a meeting with you, and then, all right, in your meeting, all right, we need your W-2s. We need to see how much you're making, so we know exactly what kind of 10%, because that will know how much money we're getting off of you. And it's like, wait a minute, that 10% is not just money; it's time and effort, and 10%. But they want money, So it's, I don't know. Monster churches, I kind of stay away from. Really, me personally.
Love to highlight what Mr. Duffy wrote here in the chat in Riverside. He says, Jesus never wanted to be worshipped. Christianity has been flipped around and the approach and the opposite message of what Jesus thought is being taught.
For sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Duffy.
So, gonna be a shocker for some people, but I listen to a whole lot of Louis Farrakhan. And one of the conversations he has is, Christianity didn't become a thing until after Christ. What did Jesus worship? And he's like, his idea is, and their teaching is that he was in the words of Farrakhan, a Muslim. You know what I mean? So maybe he was Muslim. I like the one thing that I question about organized Christianity in America is that the Bible specifically states that you shall not worship a man, but worship one God. But then the argument comes up, well, the light and the Trinity and, the Holy Spirit with Jesus and he's the true God. I'm like, well, wait a minute. I'm going back to the book that says you worship no man but God, So I don't know, man. I'm a believer. I believe that some great power among somewhere spun this ball of dirt up to give us what we have. And, whether people want to frown on me for being open to exploring more than what just Christianity offers. Hey, so what that I dig down, the Islam and just read and just hear what these people have to say. And, and for anybody freaking out over that, once you understand that extreme Islam is a U.S. and that other country funded entity, we pay for that shit. You know what I mean? We send money for that shit. Look at all the money that we've given freaking Iran. And again, it's the CIA playbook where you focus and you prey on the most manipulative people you can, whether they're an extreme on one side or the other, or they're the nut jobs that they say, hey, go strap this bomb on and give your life to Allah. 72 virgins await over the hill. Go blow yourself up. That's what we're dealing with. And it's the same playbook in the United States with all these groups and all these anti-hate groups that come out to be the fucking hate groups themselves. CIA op. Do unto others as what we say they're doing elsewhere. That's because they're running the whole fucking shebang.
I saw an interesting video, and I don't know how this. It was an interesting video, but it was who actually helped bring about, Islam. Was actually the Jewish people helped bring out Islam. That way they could, to attack Christianity. I don't know if I agree 100%, but it is interesting. But yeah, it was because it was like, because Islam didn't come out what the 400s maybe, or was it later 1100s? And of course, the Jewish kind of bankroll a lot of things. They like doing that, so I don't know. But I don't know. I wanted to say on my thought on that, what you were saying, like, yeah, you did have to kind of look at the Holy Trinity. You got to look at, hey, he's God and he was man and God at the same time. It is kind of, it's one of them, you got to follow by faith kind of situations on that. But the big thing that was, the Bible was talking about is, they don't want, just like when Moses went up the mountain and turned around and got brought down the 10 Commandments, and they come back down and they're over here had made an effigy of Baal, of a bull, and worshiping that because they, they thought, well, there's no way, they've lost their faith again, which is interesting to me, because Iran destroyed an effigy of Baal and protested this war, and certain countries said that was declaration of war there. So I don't know. Maybe they've fallen off to it again one more time, or been like that for a long time. But that's what I was talking about. Like had so many effigies and so many different so many different gods, especially back in the Greek times and the Roman times. You had so many different things. So kind of
Well, the
that
Catholic Church ran everything back then. Like
well, that's true. I mean, for many hundreds of years there, and some still say it runs a lot of things right now. It still got a lot of power. It got a little swing to that bat still.
Right.
What's up, conspiratorial? What's up, Mr. Duffy? Appreciate you always keeping the chat going good there on the YouTube side.
Oh, the Rumble's jamming.
And Rumble is rumbling.
It's always rumbling.
The best chat. The greatest chat of all time. Yeah, I appreciate y'all for sure.
Ricky, I wonder if they'll let us live stream my hip surgery.
They might. I don't know.
I'm ridiculous.
You never know, man.
Ricky, he's gonna kill me with all of this. He's like, I want to see the bone. I want to see my femur. I want them to show it to me. I'm like, pretty sure they're not gonna save your bone and wake you up from surgery and be like, hey, here you go.
Put in your
When
hand.
they took my first leg, I did ask what they did with it. I was very curious, so I get where he's coming from, but dadgummit, I think we can settle on pictures and not looking at the actual
They sold it.
bone.
They sold it on the black market.
Hey, I just want to hold it in my hand.
That's what you should be able to do when you.
What I think I'm going to tell them is it's a religious thing, and I have to have it.
Just put it in my hand. So when
Well, I wanted to make a really cool leg lamp out of mine, so I think maybe
That's
we
gonna
can make
get
that
funky.
happen with it.
yeah, that was.
No, they cremate the legs. Is what they do with it. Is what they told me, which I thought was interesting.
I'm sure. They probably sold it to skin grafts and every damn thing else. Hospitals are hell. I heard a guy talking about if somebody passes away, what all they do to that body before it even gets to the mortician. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Mortician has a hell of a job trying to put together the body to where it looks presentable for the family. It's rough. It is rough.
I know somebody that did that job in the military, and what a rough job.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of time.
Heck yeah, man, we're jamming on along here.
Plenty of time. Had to bring this video back. I seen somebody posted this video. I thought it was funny. We got a new virus, the hantavirus. So when they pulp it out, I'm sure they're gonna come out with this right here.
Free fries when you get vaccinated. I got vaccinated. Eat delicious fries. Wait a minute. But there's also a burger element to this. Let me check with Bill Neathart. Is it too early in the day to eat a burger? No. This could be breakfast? Okay. I want you to look at this and think about, again, some people love hamburgers, some don't. Really want to respect all ways of life. But if this is appealing to you, just think of this when you think of vaccination. Vaccination. I'm getting a very good feeling about vaccination right this moment.
Coming soon to the news.
Whitney's never seen that video before. She's blown the fuck away right now.
Oh, really? No, that was New York, wasn't it?
Fuck yeah, that was New York.
It was New York, and they were like, yeah, we're trying to get people to go out to get vaccinated. They turn around like, hey, if y'all can get vaccinated, we'll give you a freaking cheeseburger and a fucking order of fries.
Was it California that was giving away joints?
I don't know that one.
Yes, yes, it was.
Oh,
I do
was
know
it?
that. Yeah, yeah. Every state has their thing. Okay, California was joints. There it was burgers and fries. And what? No, I have never seen that video before, and I am flabbergasted right now.
Awesome. I'm glad I'm. Because if you had to see that
Vaccinations.
hypocrisy of bullshit, I'm glad you got to see it. What's up, Miss Karen Peterson? Free fries. I'm totally sold. It's
How
crazy.
much did they pay that fuck to make that video? You got to think about that. Like what was his sidekick that he's getting, that he's slinging fucking fast food for COVID vaccinations?
Y'all, I
That's
legit
just
thought
not the
this was a
relationship.
fake AI video at first, making fun of the McDonald's thing that was just going on when you started playing this. Like, that's how bad this was.
No, this is real.
Yeah.
This is, that is real. No, that's not AI. That's real. It's real garbage. But yeah, that was the state we were in during COVID. Certain places get to see that. Yeah, that's great. That's great. You haven't seen that though.
Yeah, that's fucking wild, bro.
Yeah, don't.
Like
When
that's
you think of
absolutely wild.
vaccines,
Think of this free cheeseburger.
here's a hamburger element. Look at this hamburger element right here. Get the fuck out of here. Just,
That's funny, bro.
it is, especially when you look back, and you think about what you've seen during COVID and people with garbage bags over their fucking head and shit.
Like, how can anybody within their right mind watch that and go, okay?
God, I just
You
gotta
know
go
what?
do that.
Deep down in your soul that people did it. It's the bad part. Deep down, like there was people that went out going, hell, I'm hungry. Let me go get stabbed in my arm.
Hordes of people is what's even sadder. Not just a few. Lots
Oh,
of
yeah.
them. Oh my gosh. Vaccinations.
It's great. It's great. But we had that. We had the hantavirus, and hell, we're going to have the we got a UFC at the White House coming up too, on top of every damn thing else. Did you see this? Look at Alex Pereira. He's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here or not. Look at his demeanor there.
I'm a big sports fan. There are no people tougher in sports than the people behind me. These are the toughest people. I know them all. I know the football players. I know just about everybody you can know. And they come to the Oval Office. We give out all championships, or baseball, football, basketball, everything. They're always up here. We take the champions, and these are the great champions. And as you know, on June 14th, we're having a big fight. It's never going to happen again. Never happened before. And it's all of the best fighters, best four fighters standing right behind me, and all champions. And it's going to happen right in front of the White House. Here's a picture. I think a lot of people haven't seen this yet. I'll give you that. I think you'll probably be able to do okay with it.
The media's gonna go crazy.
Not bad, right? Championship belt. Dana White was here last night. Did you know that? He was here last night. He loves this guy. He loves all of them. Here's another one. This is another. They're going all the way out, all online. It's all people invited. Our country is invited to this. It's free. And in the park right across the street, they're going to have, I guess, anywhere from 75 to 100,000 people, free. They're going to set up 8 big screens, and they're going to have the fight. And then out here, we're going to have 4,000 seats right in front of the front door of the White House. hardest ticket I've ever had to.
Best live show on earth. June 14th.
This will be the greatest show on earth. Is at night. It's all lighting and cover. And I think you get the idea. So it's going to be June 14th, and it's going to be great. And this is a little different for these political people. And but these are real warriors. When we talk about warriors, these are warriors. Cyril Gahn, these are all champions. I have to say champions, and most of you know, many of you know who they are. Cyril, great honor. Alex Pereira, I've seen him knock out a lot of people. That's what he does. He knocks out people. Congratulations on an unbelievable career. Wow. Ilya Topuria, who they say does not get tougher. So it's pretty much, I mean, that's it. You're very special. And a friend of mine, Justin Gaethje, who is just a fighter like you've never seen. You see the kind of pounding he'll take, and then all of a sudden it's over, and the other guy's not in good shape, right?
It's a crazy game.
Not in good shape. So these are the toughest people. These are the greatest fighters in the world. They're all champions, and they'll be fighting against very tough people also. And but I think you always go in thinking you're going to win, but they're fighting against. They're Olympians. They come from all over the world. Some come from extreme poverty. Some come from, not too many people come from Fifth Avenue for the most part. I would say Fifth Avenue is not well covered in the sport, but it's a special group of people with tremendous heart and really tremendous talent. And I really believe you're probably born with the punch, and you're born with an ability to take a punch too. I was talking to Dana White last night. He was talking about that. Some people can take.
Well, they had that video
It's gonna be a good show, man. Gonna be a good show.
It is. It really is. It should be interesting. How it all works out and everything is kind of weird on one side, but it should be. I mean, the fighters wise, it should be amazing. Amazing event. Great fighters.
Yeah.
Having it on the White House lawn, it's, I don't know, everything going on. But it, UFC is pulling out of the pocket and paying for it all, so we'll see.
Right. Well, I'm excited for it, man. It's gonna be it's gonna be a freaking dude. Like, it's gonna be so awesome. Like, I was so hoping we were gonna get to go. Me and Whitney both got our little boom, boom, boom as soon as it opened. They were like, "No, we don't want to deal with it." Hey, Whitney's got some news.
Did you just put Jamie Grant, or did you put your middle name?
Maybe I need to start going by Gregory. Like, nobody knows Gregory Grant. Nobody knows Greg Grant. But Jamie Grant, like, oh, I know that motherfucker. Like,
I'll say fucking Jamie fucking Grant. You just had to put
it's
your
motherfucking Grant.
Get it right, Ricky. Jamie motherfucking Grant.
My mama coined that phrase.
My mama.
My mama once told me, "You a dumb motherfucker, Jamie Grant." The true story, she did. And then she called me Jamie motherfucking Grant. Yeah, I got in a lot of trouble when I was a kid.
I can't.
So, Ricky, check this out. Whitney got some great news. The governor canceled on her for Monday.
Yay. I get it. I get why. So I've been communicating via email for a month and a half with the governor's office, and we've rescheduled this thing twice now. I was supposed to go meet him on Monday, and I kind of had a feeling with all the stuff that has come up with the redistricting that might change. And I was sitting here today and got a phone call from a Nashville number and went, "Yep, I bet this is it." And so I answered it, and the guy was literally sitting with the governor. It's like, "We're going to have to reschedule. He's not going to be here. There's just a lot going on." I'm like, I completely understand. So another email has gone back out to try to reschedule again, but it's all good. We'll make it happen. We're still going to Nashville on Monday anyways. There's the Miss Wheelchair Tennessee ambassador is based out of Nashville and is teaching her first wheelchair dance class. So we're going to head down there and I'm going to get to do that. So we're still going to Nashville. I'm just not going to break him anymore this time on our trip to Nashville.
Bro. My hip hurt, coach.
But I also sat down with the Memphis Zoo on Monday and had a great conversation about the possibility of rolling out some sort of quarterly get-together for disabled people to do a stroll through the zoo and do it at a time when it's not super crowded and hopefully implement something there and then do it at a few other zoos that they work with here in Tennessee and then roll it out nationally from there. So it was a really exciting meeting and a great thing to reach for here. To roll something out like that across the country would be pretty cool. So
that'd be cool. Have a zoo day just for disabled. That'd be cool.
Yeah, get people out and let them, like, the Memphis Zoo is one of the most accessible places in town, and I think people probably don't realize it. So just to let people know, hey, it's it's really a great place to go. And most of the zoos are trending that way. Most big things like that in the country are. You have to these days to stay relevant, I think. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Do you know where another very accessible zoo is, Ricky Pike?
I don't know.
In the middle of the motherfucking jungle in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. It's accessible, but it ain't friendly. And when you're in flip-flops, pushing a wheelchair straight up motherfucking hill, straight up a hill, Ricky. But it was fun. It was, to be honest, it was the coolest zoo ever. Tell him, Whitney.
With a broken hip.
I have never in my life been to a cooler zoo. They had you go in and they give you a bag of food that's like labeled. These animals eat the carrots, these eat the nuts, these eat the corn, and there's little chutes in everybody's little capture thing where you feed them. And so the animals come literally right up to you and you're able, like the monkey was taking the nut out of the thing and breaking it apart and eating it just like right here. But when we got there, we got to hold a baby tiger and a baby lion, like brand new baby. So tell me where else you get to experience that in the middle of a jungle, in the middle of the most beautiful place on earth. My goodness. Coolest zoo ever. Like nothing will top that. No zoo will ever top that zoo.
That's cool. I'm scrolling through here real quick. Wow. I got a bunch of clips from the California stuff. What's up, James? What's up, Golden Sai? Appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate the chat being great. Being great as always. But yeah, I got some. Let's see. Y'all still disappearing about 10:30?
Oh, yeah.
I figured. Got 20 more minutes. So Jamie, again, when
The
Jamie
killing
leaves,
fields
the
are about
show is
to
not
open.
over. Y'all don't have to leave because Jamie leaves. Y'all can deal with me for a little bit longer.
Oh, yeah, man. It's the 10:30 routine, man, every night. You know, see, here's the deal. Listen, if we don't jump on Call of Duty, Whitney gets cranky. It's her fault now. You know, like Ricky, I'm gonna tell you, listen, she needs to have a Twitch stream up with her video and live chat and her screen because first of all, listen, I keep my guns just laying around the house everywhere. You know, and my neighbor was like, bro, are you worried about her picking up a gun one night and just shooting you? And I'm like, nah, man, I've seen this bitch play Call of Duty. She can't hit shit. You know, like, oh, yeah, I'm safe, man.
This is not true.
She can't hit shit.
I outshot the crap out of you last night. I doubled your numbers.
What was that saying? Even a blind squirrel finds a nut some days.
Speaking of squirrels,
Ricky,
How did
Ricky
I segue
Pike,
that?
have you ever heard the phrase when somebody says "we" and they respond with "Who is we? You got a mouse in your pocket?" You ever heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. You ever heard someone say you got a squirrel in your pocket?
No, I haven't heard a squirrel in my pocket.
Well, I made it up, goddammit. So Whitney heard it for the first time.
Ricky, we're in the car a few weeks ago, and I'm like, we need to look at a hotel room for Nashville. And he looks at me and goes, "Do you have a squirrel in your pocket?"
No, I said, "Who is we? Do you have a squirrel in your
And
pocket?"
I'm like,
Lost.
what? He says it again, and I'm like, I clearly am missing something major here because I have not one freaking clue what you're talking about. And then he's like, "Oh, it's supposed to be mouse," and I'm like, that doesn't help me. What are you trying to say? So he finally has to really break it down and explain it to me. That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I've heard the mouse a
Mouse,
bit,
squirrel, I
a
don't
whole
care
lot.
which one.
Yeah, it's more than one person or whatever there.
So
Multiple.
now my
things.
favorite thing is when he says, "We." Do you have a squirrel in your pocket?
I'm going to kill her. It's going to happen. Okay. Just be
Well,
ready.
all you gotta do is say yeah, he's playing with my nuts, just something, just something.
Oh, that's funny.
Great, Ricky. Thanks.
That's funny.
Oh damn.
Oh my God. I don't know. Go ahead, Ricky Pike. Take it away. Sorry to
No, you're good. You're good.
there.
Like I said, we get a few videos on California. We're trying to throw in real quick.
Yeah, man.
Let me play this before we run out of time. Check this out. This is the Temple of Moloch scene from 1914 movie Cabiria. First ever film screened on this was actually filmed on the White House grounds back in 1914. The Birth of a Nation. Check this out. Look what they did on the White House yawn. It's Dragnet.
This is like a movie scene.
It is a movie scene. Let me turn that chanting where the hell that crap is. It is a movie scene, but it was actually filmed on the White House lawn. And Dragnet was Dan Aykroyd and Tom Hanks.
Ich wende mich zum Lichte hin, ist Schatten, ich werde stumm.
I think that's the crazy part about this is, not just some weird, worship some entity or whatever. Moloch right here is where it was filmed at. So basically, the Hilton Hotel never upgraded their cameras. Yeah, they're about the same. Same cameras from 100 years ago.
Kind of odd.
It is. It is very odd. Very odd. Weird things you find where you're searching and doom scrolling in the middle of the night.
Doom scrolling in the middle of the night.
Trying to go to sleep, but he can't sleep. So
That's funny. Doom scrolling in the middle of the night. That's pretty good.
But here's Scott here. He hasn't.
If the state is failed, if the education system is failed, if it's an affordability crisis, if we're only one of 5 states where people are actually leaving instead of going into, if you have all these problems, is it a good idea to have one party rule for so long? And Hilton, I think, has articulated that. I asked him yesterday, is it possible for a Republican to get elected governor of California? He has a way to lay out the math that shows, yes, you could attract independents and even some disaffected Democrats who are sort of fed up with the fact that they live in a state that's beautiful and has all these things going for it, but has been so mismanaged that people hate living here so much that they're fleeing to Miami and other places. And, watching this debate tonight, watching Democrats argue with each other about how to raise more taxes, how to further ruin healthcare, how to let in more illegal immigrants, it makes you believe that someone like Steve Hilton, if you just articulate the right questions, sometimes that can get you pretty far in a campaign.
Scott. The only way a Republican wins in California is if it's somehow out of this crazy jungle primary, 2 Republicans make it. But if there is one Democrat against Steve Hilton, whether it's Tom Steyer, whether it's Javier Becerra, that Democrat is going to win.
And my response to that is, you're probably right. But my question is that a good thing? Is it a good thing for California to continue to just vote for the same party that has created all these problems that everyone seems to agree to exist?
She said the word jungle, and I don't feel comfortable with that. Did she call California the jungle?
I didn't catch that.
Illegal immigrants, it makes you believe that someone like Steve Hilton, if you just articulate the right questions, sometimes that can get you pretty far in a campaign.
Scott. The only way a Republican wins in California is if it's somehow out of this crazy jungle primary, 2 Republicans make it. But if there is one Democrat against Steve Hilton, whether it's Tom Steyer, whether it's Javier Becerra, that Democrat is going to win.
And my response to that is, you're probably
right. Jungle.
It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle. Oh my God, man.
And if they vote this woman in, California can just burn, and I'll never. We can just go ahead and release it into its own
Release
nation.
the Kraken.
Yeah, release the Kraken and let it fucking eat it. Because, if the people of California is so ignorant to vote this woman right here.
Well, they are, so we're going to start there.
There's some that are. There's some that are going to vote for this woman who has. It's terrible on many levels. She has no good, demeanor. We've seen what she did to her interns and stuff like that, and right on video. We know what she's done to her ex-husband. We know. But he said, so there's going to be somebody. Well, we gotta vote this because of this.
I can't believe that on a stage with 30 minutes of interrupting and bickering and name calling and shouting and disrespect for everyone up here who's stepping into public service, that anyone wants to talk about my temperament.
You were actually interrupting them too. I don't know why you want to act like you weren't.
Oh, cowboy
Steve
up
and
cupcakes.
Steve and I sat here smiling at
Cowboy
each other
up
because we're just
cupcake?
watching you all prove to everyone why they can't vote for a Democrat.
I can't believe.
Like I said, the clips of this is great. Is absolutely great.
Classic Democrats, isn't it, what you're hearing? If it moves, tax it. If it still moves, regulate it. And if it stops move it, I guess they want to subsidize it. Look, the truth is on this, we have to have a bit of humility. This is a very fast-moving technology, and actually even the people involved in it disagree about its exact consequences. Here are 2 things to practical things we could and should be doing better today. First of all, the real blue collar jobs that are coming from the AI revolution, they're not happening in California. They're going to Texas and Arizona, semiconductor manufacturing. We can get that back by removing regulations. And secondly, our school system is not educating our kids to be able to thrive in this world of AI. We need to do better. It's classic Democrats, isn't it?
Well, he shut her down. No, you were doing it too. Just calm yourself.
Yeah.
Calm down, Karen. Unmute.
Her cowboy up cupcake comment. Like, how you gonna call people out for acting like assholes on that stage and then follow up with cowboy up cupcake?
And then be an asshole. That's what I'm saying. The hypocrisy is on another level of just another level of some showing off shit. But yeah, it wants more clips.
I just want to actually answer your question. Was why do Democrats deserve it? You just listened to probably 10, 15 minutes of why they don't. We are going to get nothing but the same from them. They brought us here. Every single one of these career politicians brought us to the point where we are here today. They do not deserve another chance. They have broken us with endless regulations that have destroyed California, destroyed our businesses, destroyed the cost of gas. We need a unbelievable change to get back. And unfortunately for all of them, I'm the only one on this stage that has spent a career making California lives better.
We're going to talk about the economy.
He's got a point there. I do. He's absolutely right.
Well, career politicians are bad for everyone. They don't build anything. All they do is, most of these people have never gotten their hands dirty. They've never, had to break a real fucking sweat. They're out of touch. You know what? I'm going to tell you what makes me mad right now, Ricky. First of all, in the world of hip hop, we live in a culture or we live in a society to where being hood is cool. Everybody wishes they were from the PJs, and when we get into the political realm, especially on the Democrat side of the aisle, there are so many politicians that pretend like they're from the hood and they pretend like they can relate to people that have real fucking problems. Bro, this Justin Pearson dude out of Memphis and this other chick out of Texas that went to Rhodes, the the state representative, whatever her name is. Anyway, she don't have a seat anymore. But they pretend like they can relate to the PJs and have never had to grow up in that environment. Just because, you listen to music that is glorifying that lifestyle and you think you know the lingo and the language of that life, man, you don't, bro, I grew up in the projects going to whatever the center was where we got a box, man, that had lard in it, flour, sugar, you know, cheese, peanut butter, like milk. We had a pocket. We didn't have an EBT card. There was a book of coupons for food stamps. Okay, like that's where I grew up, and it kills me to see these people act like they know about that life when they grew up, man, in well-to-do neighborhoods. Had nice clothes. But the only reason I had nice clothes was because I stole them. Like, yeah, I hate politicians, man. I hate like them and the organized preacher base that is not really religious and completely doing that slide shit on the side. I just got no respect for these people, man, because they're all fakers because they know they can appeal to people's emotions and try to make money off of it.
Yeah, these these fake politicians that are sitting there making, they're making 150. Mike Flynn spent $4 million of his own money to try to get elected to a seat that only makes $150,000 a year.
Right.
Stuff
Why?
like that. Why is he trying to do that? His return on investment must have been amazing if he's going to spend $4 million of his own money. I ain't counting, and the bad thing, and on the preacher side of things, man, it's terrible to see so many of these preachers just make real preachers look bad because they're over here, they get in front of their congregation. I need a new car. I need a jet. I need this. I'm like, no, you don't.
Right.
Jesus walked all over Israel and Palestine and walked wherever, walked around in his sandals and preached to people. You can get out there in your feet, but you want to take advantage of people and take their money, their hard-earned money, and spend it on crap for yourself and not take it, Like I said, on the other side, that's why I like the little churches. That preacher there he's making a living enough to put a food, a roof over his head, and a lot of those little preachers got a job. That's not their only job. They had to go get a job because they don't make enough money preaching to survive. But they're doing it because out of love they love to do. It's not because they can drive a Bentley and they got this $5,000 suit on, and all this. It's messed up, and the politicians are doing the same shit.
I'm going through the chat right now. Duffy's on fire.
Duffy is on fire. I wish Mr. Duffy liked Rumble. Like, I know he don't like Rumble, he don't. But if he could be, but we need somebody on the YouTube side. So I sure appreciate him throwing in stuff. I can't.
Jesus didn't need a plane; he just walked across the water. Real Jason Barker. That's beautiful, baby. That's beautiful.
That's it.
A real preacher drives a 1980s Toyota. Yeah.
That's it. Absolutely. I absolutely agree. Like I said, I know a lot of good preachers that did a little small church, and they got the heart and they want to do good. They're not doing it for money.
Right.
Whatsoever. And if somebody wants to go into politics and they want to do it for the right reasons, okay, that's cool. But like I said, these lifelong politicians have been in there 40, 50 years and they hadn't done crap for none of us.
Right.
Get all them motherfuckers out. Vote all them somebody. If you still believe in voting, go out to make sure you get everybody together you can get your hands on.
We need some term limits, man. Like,
for sure,
that'll solve so many problems, bro.
Yeah, these 40, 50, these people have been in politics longer than you and I have been alive.
Yeah, man, dude, it's freaking
and
ridiculous.
They haven't done
bro.
crap but make, talk bad like Bernie Sanders over. Man, it's terrible. People making money and blah, blah, blah. And he's over got 3 fucking houses.
So he used to say, I saw a clip of him the other day talking about, we don't need millionaires. We don't need millionaires. We don't need millionaires. And then the minute he became a millionaire, we don't need billionaires. We don't need billionaires. So, and I've said this before, and I'll say this again before we roll out today. But I believe that there is a group of politicians in the Democrat Party that are millionaires that pretend to relate to thousandaires in the hopes that they become billionaires. So what they do is they do nothing but run their mouth about the people that have more money about them. They act like they can relate to the straw man out there on the street just so they can get some of their money to be able to compete with the people that have way more fucking money than them. And they're all fake. Nothing that they have is good enough, bro. Look, if I made the money that some of these politicians made, I would never complain about anything. Like, I would be so grateful and I would fight so hard.
Yeah.
Whitney needs to run for office. She's a lot less troublesome than me. She don't have the criminal history that I have. But then again, I think my criminal history would pull my street cred because I've been to jail more times than everybody in the chat combined, and I could guarantee that. Like I've been to jail, son. Now I ain't never been to prison, thank God, but I should have gone a couple different times. But I've been to jail a whole lot.
Yeah.
Did you know that driving on suspended license will get you fucked up?
Yeah, I think that's frowned upon.
Especially in Bartlett.
Never been to jail in Bartlett, but I've been to 201 a whole lot.
Knock it on wood, but I've never been to jail.
Yeah, I got caught. It was great. I'll tell you this story before y'all get out of here. Yeah, I got my license suspended in Tennessee. So I went down to, as soon as I found out about it, I ran to Mississippi and I was like, hey, I lost my license. So they gave me a new license, pre-printed me a license. So they didn't check shit. They just like, poop, here you go. Here you go. Here you go, Ricky. Here's your license. So I ran on that license until it expired. Then I went back down there to get it renewed. And they're like, well, you had some troubles in Tennessee. I'm like, damn, I got caught. 6 months later, 6 months later, I got pulled over in Bartlett, and I had my dad's lawnmower in the back of my car, hanging out the back of the trunk of my little Sentra, and they pulled me over and stuff, and I'm like, y'all follow me? I'll go to jail. Look, I'm not worried about that. I said, but can y'all follow me home so I can put this somebody won't steal my dad's lawnmower? He was like, they're like, I can't do that. He said, but you can pull in this church parking lot and leave the car here. We won't tow the car and stuff. So they were cool on that. And then my buddy got me out of jail, and I had to sell him my Jeep to pay to get my license back. But yeah, no, Bartlett don't play either, especially on the suspended part. It's no fun. That a long time ago though. Yeah, it was pushing 20 years ago now, but damn.
Yeah, I had that happen in Mississippi and Arkansas. That cost me $2,600, bro. Do not stop. Do not pass go. Give me your money.
Especially Arkansas. Hell yeah.
Yeah. No fun at all, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cousin, we're going to go do the damn thing.
No, all right.
And we will be back on soon.
Sounds good. That's it. 3 more weeks, and we'll get the 100th episode coming up. Like I said, we'll see if we can get some special guests. Like I said, he'll holler at AJ and see maybe he wants to pop on for the big 100.
Man, I'll hit him up. Might be able to get Jalil on.
That'd be cool.
The realest Willis.
I'm cool with anybody. You know that. We can have some fun and talk some shit. And, I said it's crazy to think, over 100 weeks ago, almost 100 weeks ago now, me and Jamie were just talking about it. Like, hell, I told Jamie I'm thinking about going live, and he said, well, I've been thinking about doing that too. Hell, he said, I'll come on with you, and we'll try it out and see how it goes, and here we are.
I just saw the greatest video. Hang on. Oh my God, you got to watch this before I leave, bro.
Oh hell!
Did you see what Trump did to Gaethje?
He's gonna hold up. It's gotta be great if he's gonna hold up Call of Duty.
You know how he shakes hands and he pulls them in?
Yeah.
He did it to Gaethje. Yeah. Oh, and Matt Wallace, pulling this move off on Gaethje. Yeah, that's pretty good, man. That was pretty funny, man. I love that. Trump's a big dude, man.
Yeah, he ain't a small dude now.
Yeah, that was awesome. I had to share that with you, man. I saw that just now and thought that was just the coolest thing ever, man.
Yeah, well, he's like 6'3" or something, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a big dude, man, for sure. All right, cousin. Well, we appreciate it as always, Ricky Pike.
Yeah. Thank you, Whitney, for being here too.
Thanks for having me. We'll shout out here real quick.
Yeah.
My podcast, Wits Grit, is going to drop the first episode next Wednesday.
Where do
I'm
they
not
see it?
doing it live, but it'll be on YouTube. It'll start on YouTube. It'll also be on Apple and Spotify podcasts as well. But you can find it on YouTube at Wits Complex. Just updated the website, whitneylavender.com. You can find everything from book to Miss Wheelchair Tennessee to speaking engagements. Everything's there now. So that was quite the task and undertaking, but it looks really good and I'm really proud of it. So super excited for all the things coming up. Sat down and talked to Chase Mann yesterday on the podcast, and that's going to be a great episode. So lots of really neat guests coming on, including Jamie.
Nice.
So yeah, it's going to be
I ain't
good.
got
I'm
nothing to talk
excited.
about.
Check
He
out.
doesn't have a story of overcoming anything at all,
Check out Spreaker. Check out Spreaker. You can actually put your podcast on there. You can take your RSS feed and put it on there. And
How
the
do you
cool
spell
thing
it?
about Spreaker, is like you automatically you are monetized right away. They start.
Really?
You can actually get paid off of it. Like, of course, if you're small and not doing a whole lot, not a whole bunch of downloads, you're making like $1 or something, or for
But
6
hey, you
months.
got to start somewhere.
But yeah,
So
but if you happen to blow up, then but there's a possibility you might be able to do something, there. So I got mine on a bunch of different ones just in case, like if it just happened to take off.
you never
I know I've
know.
had some good traction on Apple lately. Well, a bunch of views and stuff like that. But yeah, Spreaker, check it out. Like I said, on those, and there's lots of ones like that. You can put it on a bunch of different places. Like, was it? I'm trying to think. What is it? iHeart Radio. You can put it on there.
What
And
about that? Yeah.
yeah, you can do like Pandora. You can put it on Pandora. You can put it on. Just go down the list, like anything you can think about, and then use that RSS feed and
Yes.
put it and use it everywhere. That's what it'll say. Can you drop your RSS feed and you put it in there and boop.
Okay.
And it'll automatically populate I'll bring all your shows over there and that you got. And
Heck yeah. Thank you, Ricky.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm sure I'll be picking your brain a lot more as this process
Yeah.
goes
Any
along.
questions on this crazy stuff that I can help, that I've learned the last almost 4 years, 3.5 or whatever the hell it is, 22, 23, I think I started.
Wow.
So yeah, anything I can help, just let me know. But yeah,
I
for
appreciate
sure,
you.
check out Spreaker, like I said, because I know you can automatically start getting some kind of revenue, maybe right off the bat.
Yeah.
So.
Good to know. Awesome. Thank you.
All right, my brother.
Well,
We'll
thanks,
see you on
y'all.
the flip side.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace and chicken grease. All right, now we can continue on. Like I said, don't leave nowhere. Don't go nowhere. We'll be painting fluffy little clouds, happy little trees. Anything is possible. But me painting is probably not going to be the one thing that's probably possible. On the next stream, while we're there, I do have a guest coming on Sunday. Then we'll get back into it since Karen popped that up. We do have a guest Sunday. Oops. I clicked the wrong thing. I just want to make sure I'm saying the right thing. We have David Glidden from Haunting History YouTube channel. He's going to come on this Sunday at 7 Central Time. So y'all check that out. It's going to be a good. He's done like a lot of live ghost hunts and all kinds of stuff. So y'all make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, and all that kind of hit notifications, because you never know when I'll do a day show. Right now, day shows are not looking good right at the moment. Maybe next week. Been helping Blake and the monkey with their new business. Jitterbugs Beverages. I'm gonna make sure I wrote that. They're on the Facebook and all that, and they're for the local people. They're gonna be having a drink all kinds of cool different drinks and for see how I'm trying to get my words right in my head and come out of my mouth, but you know, it's a drink trailer. They'll be traveling around to all kinds of events and all that kind of stuff. So you'll see them around the area, in the tri-state area, slinging drinks. Going to be some fun stuff. I'm trying to help them get their trailer going. So hopefully next week, maybe I'll be able to do a day show or something like that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I appreciate it, James. Well, we might swing back that way in just a second. Got a little bit more politics to show first, James. I know you don't want to be no part of that. Yeah, Chase Man didn't get knocked out. He did, but you know, it happens. He'll be back stronger and better than ever. But let's see. We'll go back to sharing. Like I said, make sure the ones are lurking and stuff. Stay to the end. I got the feel good videos coming. I got a couple good ones. 24 tri-state areas. Interesting. That is interesting, Mr. Duffy. I did not know that. Makes sense, but I didn't know that. Like I said, my whole life is Arkansas, Mississippi, and Tennessee. You know, we always the tri-state area and all that crap. My whole life. What's up, Cubs Future?
Mr. Hilton, go ahead. It's not Donald Trump who's given us gas prices $2 higher than the rest of the country. It's Democrat policies, which Antonia and all the Democrats here support. It's not Donald Trump that's given us the highest housing costs in the country. It's Democrat policies that all these Democrats support. Donald Trump is the president in all the other states of America where the cost of living is way lower than in California. Obviously, it is way past time for change in California, and endlessly going on about Donald Trump doesn't serve the needs of the struggling families and small businesses.
Can you say whether or not?
Mr. Hilton, go ahead.
Like we were saying earlier, how the policies and stuff, California's been going down to hell for a long damn time. Yeah, Coach Future, sometimes it's a hard lesson to learn on that. Spending time on the wrong people. It is a hard lesson. Sometimes as you get older, it gets a little better, but still, you know, if you don't really realize it's always hindsight's always 20/20 when you really realize it. You realize that, oh, I shouldn't have spent this time on this person or this group of people. But you know, it's life lessons. I look at it this way. You know, we always had, you know, we go through our life and we go through these pathways, you know, and we learn lessons along the way. And maybe that's something, you know, even the people that you spent time you shouldn't have, you know, is a learning lesson as you go along and you turn around and look and see. Because I look at that. I look at, well, you know, I wish right here at this moment in my life, if I could have adjusted this right here and done this, what would I be? You know, at that moment right there and that first adjustment, I would have probably been better off. But if as you go along, like, would I be here where I am right now without going through all the whatever I went through? You know, some of it possibly not. You know, would I be living where I'm living? Probably not. Would I be live streaming on? I don't know. You know, it's one of them things. The hindsight's always 20/20, but you do have to be careful who you spend your time with, and you know, and if you follow that gut, you know, it's like, hey, you're looking at this like, man, it's a one-sided street all the damn time. I've had friends for 20 years, more than 20 years. And I just kind of pull myself away because it's like, you look back and it's like, it's always a one-sided street. I always went to that. One always went that direction. Always went to help them. Always did this. Always did that. And it was very little return. I'm like, well, and just slowly, just like, nope. There's people that give and take, and that's the ones that I try more and more to invest my time because I'm limited on time. I'm limited. We all are. We only have a certain amount of time to be here. So, but just gotta keep on keeping on though.
Do you want to
If an
respond?
undocumented worker killed somebody, he should go to jail. He should be prosecuted.
It's too late, don't you think? How about the 3 DUIs
Let
before
me
that?
finish?
No,
Or do you want to
because
be the bully that you always are?
No,
you're an oath keeper. We all know that.
And I'm very proud of it.
No, well, you should.
I'm very proud of
Well, I'm
it. And
sorry.
guess what? You're
I'm
going to
sorry.
swear an oath, and you swore an oath. You should know what you were
Well,
swearing
I'm
and be
sorry.
proud of defending
I
it.
don't think an oath keeper is qualified to be governor.
I don't think
of
you
California.
know what an oath keeper
But
is.
let me answer the question. I said, if an undocumented person committed murder, they should be held accountable. They should go to jail. And you keep on saying that sanctuary prevents violent criminals from
No,
being
I didn't.
turned over.
I said it prevents
In fact,
criminals.
as I said earlier,
I said it prevents criminals. Don't
no,
lie for me.
In fact, as I said earlier, thousands have been turned over since 2019.
Obviously
And
not
to
enough.
Steve Hilton, let me be clear. I know you're recently arrived to California, but if you've read the Bay Area Institute, the UC Merced study, immigrants, if we took them all out, including the undocumented, it would be a $274 billion hit to the
Sheriff
California
Bianco,
economy.
just to follow up on what you were just saying there, and you said you're a proud oath keeper. Are you referring to the group?
I've sworn an oath 3 times to
Or you're
defend my
referring to taking
constitution.
an oath and as
Yes,
your
and
job?
everybody that wants to again lie and emotionally get all spun up about the Oath Keeper organization, I just would, before you do that, and I know none of you have, I want you to go read the mission statement of the Oath Keeper mission statement and the
I saw them on
ACLU.
CNN attacking the Capitol.
And the ACLU. I saw a politician molesting kids. Does that mean you molest kids?
What?
Exactly. Don't pull those stupid statements out and
sir,
expect to not be
you're
called
an oath
out.
keeper.
But Sheriff Bianco,
You
just
have
to be
no
clear-
reason to.
There is
you're not
absolutely
qualified to be
just wanna
governor of
clarify.
California.
I am extremely proud of swearing an oath to defend my constitution against politicians like this.
And do you still consider yourself a member of that group, to be clear?
No.
Okay, thank you, Sheriff Bianco. Secretary Becerra, on the question.
Not LJ. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, these suckers.
First of all, I applaud the Supreme Court for the decision they made. They made the right decision. Race should never be considered in drawing congressional districts. And I'm glad that Tennessee and Alabama are redrawing their districts. And I think that Georgia should do the same thing. Yes, we have started early voting, and yes, it would be inconvenient, but at the same time, it's never too late to do the right thing. And the right thing is for the governor and for the legislature to call a special session to redistrict so that Georgians will be represented by people who represent their values. We shouldn't have to suffer through the next 2 years just because it's inconvenient to do it now. We need to suspend the House races, and we need to go ahead and redistrict so that the Georgians would be represented in the next 2 years by people who represent their values.
Yeah, if you could just even take a moment and kind of, walk our audience through how might redistricting really impact the balance of power between Democrats and Republicans in the state of Georgia.
Well, it could. We could potentially pick up 2 to 3 seats in the state of Georgia. And that's important because that could impact the national majority. It actually could be the difference between us going back as Republicans in the majority in the House and going back as in the minority.
Yeah, I agree, Mr. W. Politicians, there are a lot of them are going around, especially with this AI systems and stuff like that. These data systems, you see all these people come in there, vote they want this stuff in, and the politicians still push it through, I seen this. I guess they're going to switch over ICE to NICE now. the National Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So I've seen a lot of people joke about it, and I guess maybe that's they're actually really going to do it. Yeah, James, it's always about the party, and for the ones that see my video first thing with the party systems, you're looking at there are a lot of the systems, even to the point of George Washington seen it back in the day. Once the party systems got a party and got some strength, all they worried about is the party now, and they really aren't doing anything for anybody. I saw this messed up crap right here. They got $225 million in Asheville, North Carolina, but they're gonna do a California crap and actually only build 8 houses. At almost 12,000 damaged homes, they're gonna rebuild. The city allocated only $3 million for home repairs and $14.9 million for administration. They got took care of. Absolutely, Nostradamus. Term limits for all politicians. Absolutely. And not very long. I don't think Congress should go more than 8 years, 10 years. Hell, put a new person in every year. Hell, fuck it. Here's what I was talking about. I thought I had a video on it. Kevin O'Leary just got a 40,000 acre data center approved in Utah. 62 square miles. Of course, the residents said no, but the officials approved it.
False. All of this is false. Then why won't they let people talk? Why won't they let us ask questions? It's false. This is not real information. And we sit here like it's okay. It's a charade. It's a charade. It's false. False. All of
That'd be interesting, Mr. Duffy. Have a lottery system for the politician. Be my luck, I'd win the lottery. I had to be a damn politician for a year. Let's see how much more of this I want to deal with today. Good night, Jason Barker. Appreciate you. You're heading to bed too. I see comments saying it. You got the Ilhan Omar don't want to turn over her documents because she want to be showed that she embezzled $250 million. I don't know why she wouldn't do that. I did see this on the 5th yesterday. It said the Fed will inject $7.5 trillion into the markets. That's never good. Maybe 08 coming back around again. Some kind of bullshit. I hope not. No gloom and doom, but be careful. But we could.
The clown world Britain has become. Plastic doll.
But we could be over the pond and dealing with some of their crap they got going on here. I haven't seen this yet in the United States, so at least we haven't got to this point yet.
Excuse me!
30 UK cops just arrested a mannequin because it hurt Muslim feelings. This is the clown world Britain has become. Plastic dolls are now a threat to Islam, but grooming gangs got a free pass for years. Wake up, Britain, you're being replaced. Drop your thoughts below before they ban this too.
Thank you!
Arrested a mannequin. That is the craziest crap. Crazy, crazy. Yeah. At least we're not over there. I pray for our friends across the pond because yeah, it's crazy. I was gonna play this video. I was kind of hoping I get to play this video with Jamie's here, but that's all right. See what y'all think on this one. What's your opinion on this?
Who do you think is more morally repulsive, Ted Cruz or
Who do
Nick
you think
Fuentes?
is more morally repulsive?
Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is a sitting U.S. senator who has called for the killing of people who did nothing wrong, whole populations who advocated for this war. Nick Fuentes is like a kid. He's like 26 or 70. He has no power except his words. Here you have a public official who we pay, who has actual power, who's voting for things, who's making policy decisions. And those decisions would include, in fact, they are focused on the murder of people who did nothing wrong. And yet no one thinks it's a big deal. Well, this is totally fine. I mean, if there's tape of Nick Fuentes saying we should kill people because we hate their parents, or it's okay to kill children, I would love to see the tape because that's disgusting. And that's basically what the entire U.S. Senate does every single day, and no one notices. Nick Fuentes said something naughty that I disagreed with. He made fun of things that I don't think I would never make fun of
He's
them.
a white nationalist who's denied the Holocaust. And what I will say,
Okay,
from
but
my
is that
own
worse than killing kids?
From my understanding of my own, I was just in Germany recently, and it was such a good reminder that the Holocaust didn't start with the gassing of Jews. It started with the dehumanization of Jews. It was language that was used. And again,
Right.
that is what it
I
concerns
couldn't agree
people.
more. And that's why when you have a U.S. senator, a member of Congress, a U.S. ambassador waving away civilian deaths as if they don't matter, that's the language of genocide, which results, and this is the lesson of the Holocaust, in genocide itself. And it has. So the lesson for me, really, watching all of this, is that this can happen in civilized countries. In all human beings, there is the capacity to ignore the evil right in front of you. And my point is, it's happening right now. And my job, to the extent I have one, I don't really have a job, but I just want to remind people that we're all capable of that, including me, and that we're watching it right now. And if you think that Nick Fuentes is a greater threat to other human beings than Ted Cruz, I would love to know how.
I can imagine people hearing this and thinking you are soft pedaling Nick Fuentes. You are apologizing
I'm
for Nick
hardly
Fuentes.
soft pedaling Nick Fuentes. I'm trying to awaken people to killing of innocents in our midst, which we are not only encouraged to ignore, but really told to ignore on pain of being denounced. And I'm just saying, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, she would not answer that question. She could not answer that question because she did not want to offend a certain group. She didn't want to offend a Zionist. I don't even want to say Jew because it's not even Jewish people. More Jews are speaking out against this terrible behavior more and more. It's a Zionist. Like I said, it's always the extremists on every angle is what is the worst. You're right, conspiratorial. You are right. Do I want to throw that out there? 3 U.S. states have introduced legislation to designate COVID-19 mRNA injections as biological weapons of mass destruction. I'm just reading what it says. This is Mr. YouTube. I'm not a doctor. Don't take me off. But Tennessee Bill SB 1949, Arizona Bill HB 2974, and Minnesota Bill HF 3219. Because of how many other shots actually killed, injured, and disabled more than 100 Hiroshima nuclear attacks. I know a lot of people has been hurt by it. A bunch of people have been hurt by it. I don't want to hear this woman no more. She was making, I'm speaking. Let me go to my tech folder right here. This is crazy story here. It's really, I remember when they were first talking about it coming out. Nikola Motors basically, the guy that started it pretty much embezzled. Trevor Milton actually just kind of embezzled, it seems, a whole crap total of money. They indicted fraud, and he was convicted of securities fraud and wire fraud in 2022, and he's sentenced 4 years in prison. And Trump pardoned him in 2025, and his pardon erased $168 million in restitution for defrauding shareholders. So all the shareholders that paid in thinking, hey, they're going to try to make these new trucks, these electric trucks, this is going to be awesome. Another money-making scheme. I seen, I paid my $100 to what the hell was the name of that damn car? Elio, I think it was. It was a little electric car. It was like a 2-seater, but it was like inline 2-seater. I thought it was that'd be a cool thing to have, run around. I put my $100 deposit down, and I got a bumper sticker and a T-shirt out of it, and that's all that came out of that car. I think they got a couple working models. Better than Nikola, because they didn't even have a working model. They just pushed the damn vehicle down the hill, and that's how they showed. Which is crazy. This is interesting. Let's see. Dax Robotics is thinking robot horse can carry up a ton. So if you're trying to rescue somebody up in the mountains, or I imagine it'd be something. You can do some other stuff with it too, but be kind of weird to be going up a side of a hill with it though. I don't see you go up something serious though. He's moving too slow. This is a fun flat. I wish Jason was still here. Jason would get kicked out of this video. I'm gonna have to just send it to him. Computers in 95. Check this out. Y'all think it's...
So I see that when you buy the Macintosh 600, you're just buying this right here, and you put stuff with it.
Absolutely.
Oh, I see. This is it here.
It comes with a 160 meg hard drive and 4 megabytes of memory.
160 megabyte now, not gig, big megabyte.
And a laser printer. She wants a laser printer.
Okay.
But the laser printer isn't Macintosh.
You can get a Macintosh laser printer. Sure. It's called the Apple Laser Writer.
$1,900 just for this? $1,900 just for this.
Comes with a mouse and keyboard.
And I got to buy the printer, the keyboard. Oh, it comes with a keyboard. And I got to buy the printer. And how much is a laser printer then?
They're around $7.99.
$7.99 for a laser. Is this better?
It's $19.99.
This is
well,
better.
you know, it has a faster processor.
And you got to buy the thing to put the disc in separate too?
No, actually, it's right here.
So you can buy speakers for it too? You mean you can take a movie and they'll put it on the hard drive and you can show it back?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, there it is right here.
You guys still cut it all out.
I don't think so.
All they did was sit here and watch. Yeah, I'm thinking seriously about it. Only I'm going to also need an instructor to go along with it.
$13.99 for the CPU, the keyboard, and the mouse.
Okay.
And then the monitor runs for about $384 as it is.
The Apple has been advertised as the most adaptable to kids and stuff.
It is.
As well
It's the easiest, most user friendly.
It's basically the most user friendly from the standpoint of what it can and cannot do. The kids are very easily, they adapt.
Oh, sure.
Kids,
Much easier than we do.
Yeah, we have kids that come in 4 or 5 years old. They've seen Macintosh at school. They jump onto an IBM and they find things quickly.
Yeah. So if it were you, which would you?
Well, first off, I'd want to know is what type of programs are your husband using right now? From a business standpoint, the IBM still has more of a stronghold. Not necessarily from what it can do, but from what most people in society are using. They're mostly using the IBMs.
You're going to have to be compatible with other people that are doing the same thing.
Crazy. The prices on them computers and the just astronomical what people were paying for them computers back in the day. It's insane. I thought this was pretty cool. I want to show this to y'all. It's a music box from, what does it say here? This device was banned in some cities. They called this soulless machine music. But it's 1930. Check this out. thing. I don't know. That's crazy. All them little indentions made all that stuff work. Now, the other bad side of technology, especially with that thing where we're supposed to by 2027 and going to have the kill switch on these cars. Check this out. This is what this lady happened over in Europe.
I've seen a few posts about this and I wanted to comment on it because I have a personal experience with it. It's not something that's happening in the future, it's something that's happening now. I rented a car in Europe, and as the woman handed me the car keys, she said, "This is a brand new car." And she was like super excited about it. She was like, "It's 2026. It's a brand new car." And I was like, "Awesome. No one's had a chance to like fart or smoke in it. This will be great." And I'd driven it for a day or two, and I was getting on a highway. It was a 6-lane highway. And all of a sudden, the gas stopped working. And I'm pressing on the gas. I can't get the car to go. So the car is dinging. It's making all this noise, and I can't figure out what's going on. And I look at the dashboard, and in English, it says, "Sit up straight. We can't find your eyes." Why do you need to see my eyes? That was my first thought. And I'm short, so I sit low in the seat. And I guess, I don't know, maybe I'd been driving a while and I'd kind of slouch down more instead of sitting upright. And when I sat upright, the gas would work once again. And so I pressed the gas, but I was slowing down enough that it was going to cause a traffic hazard. And the thing is, it knew I wasn't asleep because I was pressing on the gas. So it knew I was awake. It just wanted to see my eyes. So once I sat upright and leaned forward, I guess it did facial recognition. And then it says, "May I send you these results to a third party?" To which I said, "No, you may not." No. Who is the third party? First of all, who's watching me drive the car to begin with? Secondly, who is the third party you're sending it to? And lastly, it is so dangerous. There are so many scenarios where losing control of the gas can put a car in a very dangerous situation. Like, what if I was pulling out in front of a semi truck? What if I was going over a railroad track? And the absolute worst part is the argument for this is to combat sleepy drivers. And the truth is, if you fall asleep while you're driving, you're not going to be pushing down all the way on the gas. You're going to let up. You're going to relax. No one keeps their foot pointed while they're asleep. And if they say, "Well, what about cruise control?" Then just take off cruise control. Disable cruise control in cars. That's the solution. Not, "I need to see your eyeballs for the car to work." There's so many dangerous implications for this. But even if you're using it just for the good implication, sleepy drivers, we need to see eyeballs at all times, it's still wrong. It's still a stupid idea.
Yeah, it's crazy. I had that video. Yeah. Let me skip a couple videos. Let me play this one. This is a skit, of course. But
That ain't looking good.
Granny, we gotta go.
You think? Run, Granny, run! Let's go.
Come on.
Due to elevated heart rate, high stress levels, and panic indicators, you are not fit to operate this vehicle.
What? There's a tornado!
Have you tried calming down?
Daryl, it's getting bigger.
Start the truck!
Let's begin a breathing exercise. Inhale. Exhale.
I'm not breathing right now!
Oh, Daryl, do something.
I'm trying!
Analyzing driver condition, I've determined you
I know what you're determined, but you're wrong!
I am never wrong.
Whose bright idea was this?
Your government's.
Granny, I have a feeling we're not in America anymore.
Uh-oh.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
but that's really, I'm keeping my old stuff. I won't lie. Yeah, I seen. Yeah, I think OnStar was the beginning of. That's when they're testing some of that technology. If you lock your keys, you just hit OnStar. It'll help you. It can find your car. It was such a great convenience. It was the beginning of absolute. This is the data center there in Utah. I was talking about, it had all the people upset. Massive, massive splotch of land they're going to take up. Crazy. This ain't got no sound. And then one more. Talking about 6Gs and biological interface system to the cortex. Woohoo!
So we're into 6G now. I just finished 5G. I was a leader on 5G getting that done. And now they're up to 6. Let's do it again. What does that do? Give you a little bit deeper view into somebody's skin? See how perfect it is? So we're into 6G.
And of course, here's Nokia CEO. By 2030, smartphones will be implanted into our bodies. Be the end of me having a smartphone. I want my
about 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual kind of the most common interface.
Wow.
Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies. About 6G.
World Economic Forum. They always speaking of that. Talking about this bullshit. Always speaking on that. I did show that. I showed the dwarf ray to the. It's interesting.
Can I
Let y'all
tell you?
listen to this.
Yeah. This is produced by chemicals.
It is. It's very true.
You are putting chemicals in your body. When you say it, you don't care what will happen. You are saying, I'm wearing a good shirt.
Yeah.
That's a problem. That you are practicing witchcraft on your body yourself with your mind. So people don't think about that. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
This
Makes you think. He probably right. Because he smokes it. No implantable sweets. I can't believe it. Let's see. Oh, we still got some on YouTube. Just checking. This is kind of eerie sound. It's a haunting sound the Roman soldiers might have heard. As you can see, it's in my random folder. The Celtic enemies around 200 BC. This is freaky sounding. Of course, I'm sure they wouldn't just have one. They would have a bunch of those out there making that sound. Crazy stuff. It was an interesting video.
You know, little things like I was told soy milk was good for you. For 20 years, I was drinking soy milk, and now we all were. We thought it was healthy. Now half of my girlfriends had their tits cut off, have my guy friends have tits. Like there's
Wait,
things
back up. Soy.
Milk.
I know, yeah, but soy, which is from beans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, soybeans.
Sure.
Right. You got to explain why they're
Like it's just like GMO engineered with hormones and messed with
so
people's
it's
like
fucking
hormones.
with people's health.
Bad. Yeah, soy milk's no good.
I always avoided it. I never thought it was like your thing about people. There was just something fishy about the soybean.
But then people, I'm like, well, they wouldn't have put it. It's like the food pyramid. You're like, oh yeah, it's a lot of bread and cereal. And then later, like, oh, that was from General Mills. Like they made that. There's lots of things. Like I think being a parent also does it. Like studies now, I have so many questions. Like the study girls mature faster than boys. I was always like, yeah, that sounds true. Now I have a kid, and I'm like, wait, who was the weirdo that wanted to study? Wait, hold on. This was a study where some guy, we just took some toddlers and we're like, she's maturing looks like she's maturing faster. Like who paid for this? It was Epstein Science Endowment. Like I can't. And then by the way, do girls mature faster than boys? I don't know.
And another one crazy. I don't know how some of y'all might feel on this.
Original diary manuscript was forensically examined by the German State Forensic Bureau, the Bundeskriminalamt. Their analysis determined that significant portions of the work were written with a ballpoint pen. Since ballpoint pens were not available to everyone before 1951, portions of the work were added well after the war. Handwriting experts determined after closer examination of the originals that all of the writing in the diary was by the same hand, and the BKA determined that none of the diary handwriting matched known examples of Anne's real handwriting. The true author of the diary was Jewish novelist Meir Levine, who demanded and was awarded $50,000 in payments for his work in a court action against Anne's father, Otto Frank. The truth about the Anne Frank diary was first exposed in 1959 by the Swedish journal Fria Ord. It established that the Jewish novelist Meir Levine had written the dialogue of the diary and was demanding payment for his work in a court action against Otto Frank. An extract from the Swedish articles appeared in the American Economic Council letter, April 15, 1959, as follows. History has many examples of myths that live a longer and richer life than truth, and may become more effective than truth. The Western world has for some years been made aware of a Jewish girl through the medium of what purports to be her personally written story, Anne Frank's diary. Any informed literary inspection of this book would have shown it to have been impossible as the work of a teenager. A noteworthy decision of the New York State Supreme Court confirms this point of view, in that the well-known American Jewish writer, Meir Levine, has been awarded $50,000 to be paid him by the father of Anne Frank as an honorarium for Levine's work on the Anne Frank diary. Evidence compiled by Dr. Robert Farrison of France establishes that the famous diary is a literary hoax. After doing substantial research, Professor Farrison stated, "The truth obliged me to say that the diary of Anne Frank is only a simple literary fraud."
As I said before, everything.
Original diary.
Yeah. Like I said before, everything we've learned in history seems is all of it's BS. All of our history classes are BS. Oh, I can't play this 30-minute video. We ain't playing a 30-minute video. I save some of these videos, like the bigger ones, and come back and but the title was very interesting. Did you know? I have to do my did you know? Did you know that these evil serpents in 1913, the Rockefellers bought every herbal homeopathic school in America and then closed them all by 1925? It's interesting.
Homeopathic schools, naturopathic schools, eclectic medicine schools that taught botanical remedies your grandmother would recognize. Herbal colleges that had been training doctors for generations. By 1925, only 81 remained, and not one of them taught herbal medicine anymore. What happened in those 15 years wasn't a natural evolution of science.
Well, Jasper Truth. Y'all want to go check it out. I've been watching a bunch of these videos where everybody's going to these stores and none of these damn weights add up. Cat food.
Look at this thing. 9 lives, 12 pounds. Let's give it some more weight. 6 pounds, 6.1 ounces. That ain't right. Let's compare it to the Purina. 12 pounds, 12 ounces. It's short 6 pounds in the bag. How does this get past scales, onto a pallet, delivered here, off a pallet, and on the shelf? I'm going to go through all of these.
It'll be old as CD and sitting there. This is an interesting video here.
The DMSO has definitely improved the sight in an eye which was blind for 75 years, which I find to be unbelievable. But when I was 5, 6 years old, it became clear to me, and my parents had noticed a lot earlier, that one of my eyes was non-functional. So this went on for some time. I visited specialists, and eventually when I was 10 years old, they operated on my eye to remove cataracts. And in those days, they just removed the lens from my eye. So that cleared the cataract, but obviously at that point I was blind, so it didn't matter what they did. I was unable to see very much, basically a little bit of light and dark, all black, and shapes only, and some movement. I could detect movement if it was fast enough and vigorous enough. About 10 years ago, a specialist took a look at my left eye and he said, well, if I could do anything, I would, but there's really nothing I can do. Through Mercola, I became aware of a Midwestern doctor, and when I started reading his articles, I found them enlightening and very eloquent and beautifully written, beautifully researched. His articles on DMSO stood out. I was having sinus troubles at that point, and so I thought, oh, well, I'll try the DMSO. So I used that, and it cleared my sinuses instantly. I'd been using that for about 2 months, and I became aware of the fact that I could see color with my left eye, which I found to be interesting, and I attribute it then and still do to using DMSO in my sinuses. And so I've continued with it, except that I apply it to my eyelid, top and bottom, on a daily basis, just wipe it on with my finger. And it's continued to improve the sight of my left eye. I can see color quite distinctly now. I can see detail. I obviously can't read. I can count fingers, which I could never do before. And it's improved to the point where I can cover up my right eye and walk around the house without running into things. I can see well enough to navigate around the house. Clearly, I know the house since I've lived here for 30 years. However, I can see and avoid bumping into tables, and I can go through doors without hitting the sides and so forth. So it has to be reasonably good light. At night, I can see lights, but I can't see shapes. But in the dead of night, you can't anyway. So I find it amazing that I can now see with my left eye.
Have you been to an eye doctor since all of this started?
I go to a specialist, yes. I've told her in the last 2 visits over the last year or so that the vision of my left eye is improving. She hasn't bitten on that. She looks in my left eye with her instruments and so forth, measures the pressure and looks in at whatever they're looking at with a magnifying glass and a bright light. But she hasn't ever asked me how the vision of my left eye is improving or why it's improving. So I haven't bothered volunteering the information. Doctors tend to be very dismissive of DMSO. They tend to say, oh, well, it's unproven technology, which I find to be particularly ignorant, particularly when it's pointed out to them that it has benefited some people. However, that's the medical profession.
So, yeah, I thought it was... When he started using DMSO to treat sinuses, sinusitis, and then actually is helping his eye that has no lens in it. That's crazy. Do your own research. I'm not a doctor. But that is interesting to see, you know. Something's going on there. I don't know if I've ever played this before. Maybe I have. I bet I got it. Maybe I got it on my thing. I got one of them with all the games, and I might have it. I might have to look. But Michael Jackson's Sega video game Moonwalker was based on him saving children from men in business suits. Was he trying to say something? Or kick the dudes? I'd have to look and see. I wonder if I had this game on my... Kick table, that's kind of... Pow. I don't know. The little kids are booking it when they get out of there. What is he throwing? Trying to figure out. But I thought it was kind of neat. Of course, meat. I don't know if y'all seen that in some of the
Jimmy agreed to
videos.
show me how it's done.
You want to try it?
I'll throw it on there.
Yeah, go ahead.
But each Domino powdered sugar bag we pulled off the shelf at this store was about an ounce under.
It's happening everywhere. I'm just one guy.
This brisket's supposed to be 4.6 pounds. So I set off to test myself. Oh, Kentucky legend. Walmart's, Kroger's, and Publix across Cobb and DeKalb counties. We stopped in Dollar General and Piggly Wiggly, too. We followed Jimmy's method. $40. Whew. Pulling products off the shelves for a quick spot test with our scale. Look at these frozen shrimp from Walmart, a 2-pound bag. Jimmy, in repeated tests, found them underweight. So we grabbed bags from 2 different Walmart locations. The FDA says the weight is calculated deglazed. That means without all that ice. But both bags we tested were not what they claimed on the package. Our scale showed both a 1/4 pound under the weight printed on the bag. What about some shrimp and grits? It's about an ounce under. It's an ounce under. These grits were on sale at a DeKalb Piggly Wiggly, but each bag we pulled off the shelf was underweight. So how and why is it happening?
It's lack of vigilance.
Emory Goizetta Business School professor Salani Farasta Fazzoni is an expert on pricing.
So both from an ethical standpoint as well as from a legal standpoint, they're misrepresenting what they're selling.
She says research has shown shoppers won't notice differences under 15% in price or size. After Jimmy's TikToks went viral, Kentucky Legend Ham pulled some hams from Walmart. Jimmy started this because money was tight. Now he's hoping to push big companies to do better.
So they should be responsible for what they're selling in their stores.
Domino told us their industrial scales are calibrated on an ongoing basis and they run spot checks on their lines daily. We also asked Walmart about those shrimp. A spokesperson told me they did audits on several lots and did not find any problems.
Of course, didn't find any problems. Cubs future, you take ashwagandha too? I see you say it. I'm just curious. I see the other stuff you're saying you're taking. One of you take ashwagandha too.
It's real
direction. This is kind of, we talked about this last week about damn charities. Always when you're checking in the, before you donate to charity, make sure you look into research. Yeah, I like ashwagandha and some, a lot of it's got, a lot of ones got a lot of different things in there.
Kids Wish Network. Look at this. They raised $127 million. They paid to solicitors $109 million. And they spent percentage on direct cash aid to the actual kids is 2.5%. 2.5%. Look at the Cancer Fund of America. Less than 1% went to the actual thing. Kids Wish Network. Look at this.
Look at those numbers. So look, do your research. That's cool. Yeah, I got. What do I got? Man, you got me curious now. Yeah, I got creatine monohydrate, the chewables. Most of my guys chewables. Oh, we didn't lose sweets. Trying to stay in shape. I'll be 47 this year. Might have a, for ones listening, I might have a grappling match inside of a cage coming up soon. I keep everybody posted. My opponent agreed, but we'll see. We'll see if he backs out of it or whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to. What's up, Kramos? Should be fun. I'll make sure the links are dropped and everything like that if anybody wants to watch. It should be. Oh, Rumble being Rumble, huh? Sweets. But I'll sure let y'all know. Rumble does his Rumble. I don't know. Like I said, I like Rumble a lot of times, but yeah. Let me feel good videos. Look at this poor kitty. The cat with cerebral palsy. I've never heard of a cat with cerebral palsy. This is sad. It's sweet that their family, you know, is still, they love the cat, you know, they just put it down and they got a new toy. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to stay healthy and stay in some decent shape. Keep up with the young guys I'm training. Poor kitty. This is crazy right here. There's a house fire and the cat. The firefighter had to. They put her kitten in the cabinet. Get her away from the fire. Try and protect it. This one's cute. Baby kicks the cats.
Oh, he kicked you. Oh my gosh, you're so curious.
Baby.
Oh, he kicked you. Oh my gosh, you're so curious.
First, I thought this was AI video.
Like it's nothing. I've never seen anything like this.
It's not.
What in the world?
That's an armadillo with a capybara on top of it. Oh my goodness, he's just cruising right across the road. Look at him eating like it's nothing. I've never seen anything like this. Florida, man, you never know what's coming across the street. What in
This is pretty cool. This duck was given the 3D printed. I'm probably going to get dinged on this one, but oh well.
And we printed this guy out. So
Oh man, it fits perfect.
Yeah,
that is perfect.
Awesome.
I mean, you can't get a better fit than that.
That looks amazing.
It slides right in there.
Holy moly.
Yeah,
I'm really excited now.
if you're happy and you know it, use your foot.
All right, I think I want to try this thing out. I've been waiting a while for this.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's see.
It's okay, buddy.
What's that leg for? Yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, buddy.
Oh, no!
Cool. I think the coolest one ever.
Yeah, I had to take that video off. I guarantee I get dinged for that, but at least y'all get to see it. I hope y'all get to see it. Yeah. Just making sure. Look over here. Yeah. I like this. It's a cat video and a two types of people in the world right now.
Interrimo ad appare dorime. Ameno, ameno, lanciremo, dorime. Ameno, comandare i ferrari, ameno, dimere, dorime.
It didn't pop up AI, so this is pretty funny. The guy messing with these damn monkeys and
AJ could want the phenomenal forearm yet again. Now he's locked and loaded. Has LA Knight where he wants him off the top rope. Knight! Oh, nasty landing for Styles. And now LA Knight measuring his man. BFT! That's gonna do it. Blunt force trauma.
Murder.
damn cat.
Well, hello. Oh my gosh. She is really something. She's very gentle. She's very mouthy, but she's very gentle. She just wants to play.
That's her. A big kitty. I might get dinged for this, but oh well. What is more 80s than Chunk from the Goonies performing Prince? I know I'm gonna get dinged for this, but oh well, I'll take it out.
Hey, look me over. Tell me, do you like what you see? Hey, I ain't got no money, but I'm rich on personality. Hey, check it all out. Baby, I know what it's all about. Before the night is through, you will see my point of view. Even if I have to scream and shout, baby, I'm a star. Might not know it now, but baby, I'm a star. I don't want to stop until I reach the top. Sing it, girl. Get down, get down. Hey, take a listen. Tell me, do you like what you hear? If it's don't turn me on, just say the word. I'll be gone, but honey, I know there's nothing wrong with your ears. Hey, check it all out. Better look now, just might be too late. My love's gonna change tonight, there's gotta be a better life. Take a picture, sweetie, I ain't got no time to wait. Oh no, baby, I'm a star. Oh, girl, that's right, might not know it now, but baby, I'm a star. That's right. I don't wanna stop until I reach the top figure. That's right. Everybody say nothing comes too easy. When you got it, man, nothing comes too hard. Just do what I'm about. If I gotta scream and shout, baby, 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 baby.
What the hell? Oh yeah. This is pretty good. This is pretty good.
Our neighbor tried to get my mom fined over our shed, so I got his $40,000 pool filled in instead. So listen, I live with my mom. She's quiet, keeps to herself, never bothers anyone. Well, a few weeks ago, our new neighbor decided to report her to the city for having an illegal shed in the backyard. Listen, it's total bull. The shed's been there for years and has full permits. An inspector even came out, checked everything, and left without saying a word. But the neighbor, yeah, he stood there smug, proud, thought that he had scared us. So what does a good daughter do? I did a little digging. Turns out his brand new pool was way too close to the property line and illegally built over a utility easement. Yeah, so I reported him, attached photos, and quoted city codes. 2 weeks later, the city ordered him to either move it, which is impossible, or fill it in. He lost the whole thing, $40,000 down the drain, literally. Now he gets to look at our completely legal shed every day while standing over a pile of dirt where his pool used to be. You know what? Mom sleeps great now.
Sorry about that. Had a 3-hour live stream. Blighter decided to say hi. Thought I had a little more time. This is pretty cute right here with Dad. Check out who receives Dr. Best. Mr. Duffy. Check out who catches this ball as home run.
2-2 to Lindor. And he launches one to deep right field, and back goes Thomas for a look, but that is way out of here up in the second deck. Nimmo and Lindor hit back-to-back home runs to start the first inning, and it's 2-0 New York.
Well, we
And
got,
look who got the ball.
Yeah, we got a lucky Mark in the park.
We got a new play toy.
I don't think he's giving that one to Bob or anybody else.
Hey, last one. Look at this. This cat is proud of himself. He caught all these mice and put them right there. That was pretty cool. Stop sharing. But yeah, I figured Had to do the feel good videos. Had to end it on a positive note. When all the negativity and BS in the world. Question everything, everybody. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do all that good stuff too. Like I said, I appreciate y'all coming back and listening to me talk, rambling along. We got so we got lots of special guests coming up soon. I know we got one Sunday, and you never know what I'm going to do. You know, we got might have a former UFC fighter come on the show soon. Who knows what's going to happen? Anything is possible because we can go everywhere and anywhere. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you, Mr. Duffy, for always keeping the YouTube chat rolling and throwing in your insights on the chat. I appreciate all the Rumble chat because y'all are always great conversation on y'all's end. Always a good time. Like I said, it's always a good time. Hopefully, maybe next week I can do a day show, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, turmeric is good. I got some turmeric right here. Supposed to be good for the joints. I'm hoping it. I've taken almost a whole bottle, so it must be helping me a little bit. But thank you, Nostradamus. Thank you, Sweets. Like I said, it's always fun enjoying it. We're gonna have some fun next week. More stuff coming along. Like I said, more special guests. We're just, like I said, we're not stopping. We're gonna keep on keeping on trucking and making things happen. Keep on pushing myself to be the best I can. Boswell, yeah, I'll check that out. So yeah, James, it'll be a good Sunday show for sure. Yeah, they're over here getting each other a bath right now. But like I said, much love to y'all. Appreciate y'all coming back and listening. Like I said, it's only the beginning. We're going to keep on keeping on. So let's hit that outro music. Our favorite song. Rumble, I might find somewhere to send y'all. I don't know. We'll see if I can find some kind of cool place. If not,
shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother. Don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said down with Big Brother, no more slavery. Play it for me, baby. Now, do you want a chip in your forehead, a chip in your arm, always tweaking your brain and causing you harm? Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sit down with Big Brother in the good old USA. I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother. Don't want a spy chip in me. Everybody, I sat down with